to connect. Leo, Jay, Nate, Jeff, right. Yeah, silver and black. The crew is insane. Breaking down the madness before you can blink. Another week, wow, another storyline. But the Raider connection keeps it all in line. From Vegas lights to the East Coast grind. We talk that truth, no filter, no rewind. Four voices strong, so buckle in tight. It's time to bring the nation to life tonight. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Leo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, you already know. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. Leo with the facts, breaking down the scene. Jay brings a fire, keeping takes real mean. Nate on the road with the vibe and the view. And Jeff swings heavy when the nation needs truth. Wins or losses, we show up proud. Raising Raider Nation, loud and loud. Hit that chat, pull up, don't wait. This is family, this is connection, this is fate. Silver shields up, the energy grows. Four voices united everywhere that it goes. Every first down, every heart rate hit. Raider Nation stays locked, we don't quit. This is the Raider Connection Show, where the silver and black stories flow. Leo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, that's how we roll. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. So grab your drink, hit subscribe, let's ride. Raider Nation strong, we never divide. From kickoff to the final echo, you're tuned into the Raider Connection Show. Hey! Tuned into the Raider Connection Show.
Yo,
what up? What up? Were we just in Groundhog Day? Like, did it stop, and then start again, or am I tripping?
Yeah, I forgot to hit the live button.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck?
I usually have it already ready to go.
I was about to call my VA counselor, like, it's happening again, bro. Like, help. Oh man, thank goodness.
Oh, that's fun. Salute everyone. Appreciate everyone pulling up. Welcome to the Raider Connection Show. Y'all already know. Appreciate everyone pulling up and rocking with us on this Wednesday night. Really quick before we go ahead and get into it, you already know we need to go ahead and acknowledge our chat today. Salute to Frank Weber in the building. Salute. Big luck. Frank? What is the deal, my guys? Salute. Appreciate you pulling up.
2 minutes, y'all. 2 minutes. Jeez.
Hey, good things happen to those who wait. We're gonna have a fire show. Let's see. Shout out to Perry Stevens. Salute. Appreciate you pulling up. God damn it, Rorschach. I was here before 7. We're ready to go. Somebody kept delaying us. And I wasn't the guy.
Oh, yeah.
It was him. Hold on, wait, before we go on. Hold on, wait, really quick.
Well, I have to get it out before we stop because we can't talk at the end because Nate usually has to run off and take a shit. So he just backs out of the channel. He does it every time on Thursday night.
Are you holding the church?
He backs out at the end. He doesn't stay for the post. The post.
No,
you never stay for the post.
Yeah, I do.
No, you
never.
Don't. It stays empty.
Neil's the first one, always out.
No, yesterday I left it on. I went to go get my food, and I saw him and Will were still on. We were on for like 3.5 hours. I said, "Oh no, fuck that! I'm gonna eat." You just saw my hand reach over and like.
Yeah. Salute to A Long in the building.
A Long.
Accelerator. What is good, my guy? Appreciate you pulling up. Yes,
Accelerator with the one-liner pickups the other day on Monday, man. Homeboy was shooting a shot. Keep it coming on Mondays, big dog.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Right? Yeah.
Rojas, Raymond in the building. What is good, my guy? Salute. Yeah, we can talk about rebuilding that O line for sure. Jason Downs, salute. Thanks for pulling up. Let's see here. Brandon in the building. What is good, my guy? Oh, he's already talking about Max 2 firsts and 2 seconds.
That would already be more than what the Micah, because Micah was 2 firsts and a player. Kenny Clark. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna get into the Max talk for sure. 100%. Let's see here. Shout out to John in the building. What is good, my guy? Yeah, we're gonna talk about Jim Schwartz for sure.
3rd round pick for Schwartz. Shit. We've given up a 3rd round. We've given up a 3rd round for worse.
Yeah, and he's still on the team.
Salute to Cisco. Salute. Appreciate you.
I know, Cisco. I know, man. Cisco texted me that video too. I was like, oh shit. Like, yeah.
Shout out to my boy, the Haas, my boy Jason. Salute, brother. Appreciate you pulling up.
Haas.
My boy,
like Haas
Marcus.
like Haas, yeah. Like no, he won't say Hostetler, but he's a fucking he's a Bucks fan, so blah. But he way a long time ago in
the chat's all in Nathan's face.
In a faraway place, used to be a Raider fan.
Mm-hmm.
A long time ago. Yeah, salute. And shout out to Tanner Jack in the building. Salute, brother. Thank you for pulling up.
Max is a diva.
Oh, well, damn, we're getting those.
That's wild.
I know. I was listening to War Room earlier. I wasn't hearing good things either. But salute to everybody. Appreciate you guys rocking with us. Make sure if you guys haven't done so already, hit the like and subscribe button on all the channels you see here. I got the links posted in my description down below. Salute to everybody. All right. So let's go ahead and kind of kick things off and kind of start from earlier this week. Raiders looks like they found their next head coach, and it looks like the Raiders were able to go ahead and kind of close that deal up with Klint Kubiak over the weekend. Marky Mark had to go ahead and put in some work and wine and dine Kubiak. But it looks like we're going to eventually get our prince. And we're going to
So Mark took him to In-N-Out or P.F. Chang's?
P.F. Chang's, bro.
He better taking him to In-N-Out. He's going to be in Vegas. He's going to learn about a real fucking burger.
God damn it. It should be no object.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But,
Jeff, when was the last time you had an In-N-Out burger?
I've never had one. There's none around here.
They don't have them up there.
I know that. I know that.
When I was asking, there's no such thing. So
we're scheduled to have one, I should say.
Did you know why they're only in certain areas?
No, I've heard it, but I forgot, to be honest.
So I barely found this out the other day because I do Lyft and I pick up truck drivers. I pick them up and take them to go do whatever they're going to do. So one guy was talking to me about it, and he's an In-N-Out truck driver. And he told me because they're building new distribution centers. Because the one in Ontario, they moved it. They moved it to another spot. And he said, if you notice, the reason they're building more, that's how you're getting In-N-Out locations in different areas. Their product has to be able to travel and make it from the distribution center.
Yeah, it's quality
to the
control.
stores because of the quality. That's how it stays fresh.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. I'm like, that's why there's one in Tennessee. He goes, yeah, because Tennessee has a distribution center now. I was like, well, holy shit.
Like, why don't you just make more distribution?
That's how Nevada got it, because the distribution center, the one in Ontario. So that one's close enough for them to get the freshness over there. And I was like, well, goddamn, bro. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So what? Like, it's like they're supposed to be like 6 hours away from like a.
It's like a certain amount of mileage. You told me the mileage, but I can't remember.
Oh, the mileage. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
but it's for that reason, for quality control. So it's fresh. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Salute to James in the building. Salute. But yeah, Raiders looks like they closed up that deal with Kubiak. What do you guys think? How do you guys feel that we got a lot of reassurances? We even had the Seahawks GM come out earlier this week on Radio Row over at the Super Bowl. kind of let it slip that Kubiak was going to go ahead and come over to Las Vegas. So how do you guys feeling now that that we kind of basically kind of have it in the bag? I'll start with you, Nate. How are you feeling about Kubiak?
Oh man, I really like Kubiak. I like the initial thought of him. We obviously see exactly what he did in Seattle this year with the Seahawks and their offense. And then, doing a deeper dive and watching film on my own and watching breakdowns and things like that, you come to learn how exactly he wants to run this offense. And I think it's going to work perfectly with the personnel we already have and the personnel that we're already expecting to get. And I think that the biggest thing for me is everyone is talking about the offensive line. The Seahawks offensive line is not a strong point for their offense either. And I think that's a good thing to look into is the way that he schemes open their offense. It doesn't rely on, them having the best and the biggest offensive line, which I think is great for us considering we don't have a great offensive line right now. That it's not as far as we may think already.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Jeff? How you feeling? Kind of we got Kubiak in the bag.
I mean, that's the guy that everybody kind of wanted anyway. I think for the most part, he was the odds-on favorite for the job.
Is that who you wanted?
Yeah, that's who I wanted. I wanted him from the get-go. Okay. We didn't go out there to grab a coach right away. Like, we didn't just settle for whoever was available at the moment. We were willing to wait it out, which I'm glad we did. I'm still not going to celebrate yet. I won't fully be 100% on board until he signs on to. Hey, it's happened before. It's happened where coaches have backed out at the last minute. What if they lose and he decides, you know what, maybe I will stay and run it back. Who knows? Anything, So Tuesday when he signs the paper and they have the press conference, then that's it, man. Take us away. Let's go. Well, I'm happy. Regardless.
What about you, Leo? How are you feeling?
I'm glad. I'm excited. That's their choice. That's who they wanted. That was the number one choice. So I wasn't jumping off a bridge, like, oh my God, there's nobody left and type shit, or whatever.
Yeah.
I've kind of, I am one that likes, I'm older, so I like a coach with more experience, more leadership. Mm-hmm. So I wasn't opposed to the other guys. But, with Kubiak, I was excited once I found out we were going to get him or going to go after him. I looked more into their offense. The thing with their O-line, though, you can't say their O-line was as bad as ours either, though. Like, that's comparing apples to oranges, bro. Like, it wasn't the top O-line, but their O-line got a lot better this year compared to last year.
Oh, yeah.
And they handled the Rams front four like nothing.
Because of the scheme.
Right? Okay, so it's not like they're better than ours, and to say that ours isn't that far off from theirs.
Everyone is better than ours.
Yeah, but you to say ours is not that far off from that. Come on now.
It's not.
It is. We saw it last year. We thought that at the beginning of the year. We all thought that, oh no, we're cool, we're fine. We'll be able to build these guys. We got Glaze, we got JPJ, we got Meredith, whatever, right? Colton, and then what happened?
We hired a coach that didn't want to fucking
coaching is part of it, but at the end of the day, their execution goes into it as well.
Agreed.
Hold my beer in a minute.
Agreed. But if your offensive line coach isn't having freaking meetings with you every week, and the offensive line is asking, "How do I block this play?" But at the same time, I get that part. Problem. But there's a big fall off between Seattle. I'm not saying it's anywhere near good. Yeah, I'm not saying that.
We're not as close as people think when it comes to the O-line we have right now.
I don't think we're that far off.
No, it's not. Why do you want? So then, why do you want to draft so many?
Considering scheme,
29 picks,
right? If we're not that far off, then why are people screaming and yelling and crying that we need to add more pieces and more players if we're not that far off?
We do still need to add more players and pieces.
Yes.
On offensive line. Again, we need a bunch of pieces. Starter either out of this draft or from free agency. And I'm not talking about a potential starter in the draft. I'm talking about the free agency. I'm talking about someone that's going to walk in the door and be able to start right away. And we need depth to follow behind all these guys. You need depth at left tackle. Number one is priority too. We need somebody that's going to be able to take over for Colt Miller in 2 years, if not a year.
But I think that's the problem. We're not in a position yet to draft depth. Our starters are depth pieces. Can we get some starters before we start drafting depth?
But that's the problem, though. But you still need backups for these guys.
Right? You can do both, though, right? You need the starter before you start drafting his backup, before you get his depth.
Correct. But again, it still takes bodies that we need in the door that we don't have even circling the building right now, let alone in the door.
Even if we're not that far away.
We're not that far away as far as I think a solid 5 starters.
No.
Right.
I can only think of
exactly
two. I can only think of 2 that I trust right now.
Yeah, who?
Colton is one.
Yeah.
And that's if he stays healthy. Right? And then the other one would be Jackson. Who's the other ones you can trust as a starter?
But I would have said the same thing you said too, is healthy, because neither one of them has stayed consistently healthy.
And that's what I'm saying. So we are further off, though.
If they stay healthy, there's 2 there. You have Glaze, the jury's still out.
Yeah, Glaze's regression was so bad, man.
It was really bad, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
I think a lot of that was coaching, to be honest with you.
It was big time.
And for me, I'm more relieved knowing, kind of having that reassurance that we have Kubiak in the bag. I'm very excited to see the stuff that he's going to go ahead and start doing, and it's going to happen really quick. If they win on Sunday, and they'll probably bring him in Monday, or they'll go up there, whatever, I don't know, just to kind of get that part out of the way and make it official. And they can always have like the ceremony later on and introduce them and whatnot.
Ceremony?
Yeah, the presser.
Oh, I like ceremony.
The ceremony with the signing.
My God, that is a ceremony now? Jesus Christ, we celebrate everything nowadays.
Yeah. They do the signing and the
like
presser.
All right.
Ceremony, yeah. But then,
the presser.
If they win, that's if they win. And obviously,
there better not be no fucking ceremony. Like, hey, the Raiders got a coach. Like, no.
They fucking they did a little ceremony for Brady.
That's different, bro.
Oh,
That's
they just
go.
He walked in and clapped.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, everybody made sure they were out there. And if I worked there and I found out TB12 was showing up that first day, I would have been over there too. Like fuck yeah.
You'd be clapping too.
Hell yeah, I would have been like,
I know Jeff would have been like that.
Jeff would have been like, fuck that dude.
Fuck that dude.
I would have been running down the stairs, full fist like this, running at him. Get out of my building!
You Superman punch him out the door.
Right? Oh man.
Oh yeah, but I'm excited to see what Kubiak starts bringing in as far as staff, and and to Nate's point, there might be an answer to that question as far as bring in somebody to go ahead and help with that offensive line.
I hope it's the Seattle O-line coach, man.
Bennett?
Yeah. No. I'll tell you who, Jeff Stoutland, and he's the offensive line coach for the Eagles. And
I seen that today.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me kind of put that up real quick. And he put up this tweet earlier today.
Because that's how people speak nowadays in tweets.
He let Philly know, hey, I've decided my time in coaching with the Eagles has come to an end. When I arrived in 2013, I did not know what I was signing up for. I quickly learned what the city demands, but more importantly, what it gives back. Past 13 years have been a great privilege of my coaching career. I just didn't want to work here. I became one of you, Stout out. So he's actually leaving Philly, so he won't be back. But to me, it doesn't say, hey, I'm done coaching. It sounds to me like he's just done working there. To be honest,
Does he have a connection with Kubiak somehow?
I don't think he has a connection with Kubiak directly. I don't want to say that he does and he doesn't. But it would be
his dad might know him through the
his dad,
through
through the grapevine. Yeah. So and we
But
know
there's no
that.
direct connection.
Yeah. But this would be a pretty good. I mean, we've seen what Philly is now and what they've been for the last couple of years. So
Yeah, but those are some big boys though. They're yeah.
and the one thing that we definitely need help on is that zone blocking. Anytime that we try to go ahead and implement zone blocking for whatever reason, our guys just don't get it. So I don't know if it's a coaching thing, it could be a personnel thing, but if you bring in a guy like
It's
him,
both. Because you draft guys that aren't zone blocking scheme guys, right? And you try to make them that, and then the other part is the coaching. The ones you do, you don't know how to coach them up. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Really quick before I continue on, shout out to Klint Kubiak with the $2 super. I'm backing out.
Man, he still has that extra K in there. You got to take that extra K out of
One
there.
too
Clint.
many.
That's one too many Ks, big dog.
Hey, were you partying with Jake Laser, bro?
Jake Laser.
Gru didn't look more drunk than Jay. Jay was chilling. Yeah.
Oh no, he was like slurring and stumbling over his words. So
That's how Jay is now. You mean notice that? It's health.
oh, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I like Jake.
Why is he
I like
becoming
Jake.
Leo?
Yeah.
Propaganda.
What? I am not the one who does the max propaganda. You know that I love that motherfucker. So if I start any propaganda, it is not towards Maximilian. Okay?
You put him on a milk carton this year.
To motivate him
Multiple times.
Hey, in Leo's defense, it did work. He had like a really good game the next game.
Thank you.
Like that Sunday, I'm like,
Right? Yeah. I did the same thing with Jency. He had a hell of a game against the Bears. See?
Mm-hmm.
we're just gonna have that template just ready for the next guy.
Yeah, man.
But since Clint's coming, obviously the question is going to be asked: what kind of expectations should there be for Clint in this first year, in year one, right? And I always say this as a fan base, we're so impatient. So, we finally got the young head coach, the young innovative head coach, and most likely he's going to be here for the next 3-4 years, or not longer.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
We'll know pretty soon. We'll know next week. But
No, not that. It's the way we are as a nation. If he loses 4 games in a row, we're gonna lose our shit and want him out of here.
Oh yeah. That's why we're so impatient. We're so impatient. So what kind of expectations should there really be for Clint in this first year? I'll start with Jeff because he has that sign up.
Yeah.
Genty, what?
2,000 yards. 2K yards.
With 2,000 yards?
Like all purpose?
Dude, I think we're going to be a run-first team. I'm telling you. He's going to have all-purpose yardage like you haven't seen in a long time with our roster, with our team. He's going to be run first, pass second. That's my take. That's what I think we're going to have. Especially if we don't get damn wide receivers.
But what kind of expectations should there be for Clint on his first year?
I think it's going to be expectation is he's going to have to beef up that offensive line and he needs to get the best out of what he can get out of Genty. Not saying that we didn't get the best out of Genty last year. We got the best out of Genty based on what we had surrounded him for talent. And I think with the right mix on offensive line, fixing that shit, and then just keep feeding that son of a bitch the ball. Use your best weapon, your second best weapon besides Brock. Between the two of them, those two have to be beasts this year. But there's a lot to fix. That's the downside. He's got a hell of a job ahead of him with this team. This ain't going to be just walking in and just taking over a team and we're Super Bowl bound. Yay. No, there's a lot to do with this team. Yes.
So that means we got to stop writing the Super Bowl song already? No?
Yeah.
Not writing?
Yeah.
Oh, damn
We
it.
could off on that for at least.
What about you, Leo? What do you think? What kind of expectations should there be for Clint?
I want to see a motivated team out there. I don't want to see the shit we saw last year where there were days where we were like, fuck, man, did they even show up today? They didn't make the flight, you know? Or they're still on the strip partying in Las Vegas, or some of them are still at the Bunny Ranch type shit. Like, I want to see the team show up, play hard, improvements from the young guys, even the older guys, see like a motivation type thing. I'm not expecting playoffs wins. We won 3 games this year, man. If we win 5, maybe 6 games, and we don't get blown out as much as we did this past season, then those are the types of things I'm seeing him do. He's a new coach. In my mind, I know he's a new coach. Yes, he was an offensive coordinator. He got Seattle. Like, oh my God, Seattle turned transition in 1 year. Look at what they did. Like, Seattle's also built differently. They're built along differently. They're ran differently. They have a really good fucking defense. But yeah, it's just those expectations to me to see how he handles it. My next thing for him is who's he gonna choose as our defensive coordinator. All these connections that he has with his dad and all that, I want to see the staff you're going to build. Because this is the reason why they were telling us you were a good fit, because of the connections he has with him and his dad. So if he can build a really good staff, that would be the next step. But yeah, it's just improvement. The shit last year to me was so embarrassing. It felt so defeating, more than the 10-game losing streak did the year before. Like, it just felt so much worse to me this past season with Peter Carroll. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about you, Nate?
To me, I think I'm right with you, Jay, that we have to be patient. I think it's going to be. I think we finally found the guy that we can trust. I mean, we're all hoping he can be, and that he's going to stay longer than the previous tenured coaches. To me, the expectation that I have for Kubiak is just development of our younger guys, development of the team as a whole. Create an identity. We've been lacking some sort of identity as a team, as an organization, and hopefully we can kind of cling to something that we are proud of as Raider fans. And I think from here on out, Klint is going to be the guy to be able to do that. And I'm right here with Leo as well. The biggest thing for me is going to be on the defensive side of the ball. We know how smart Klint Kubiak is on the offensive side of the ball, and we know the guys that we have right now are very good, with Bowers and Genty, and we can obviously add more pieces. We're thinking Mendoza's going to be there. So I think we're going to be okay on the offensive side of the ball. The defensive side of the ball is where I'm hoping we spend a lot of time and focus on in this upcoming year.
Yeah. And I think the same. I'm the same way. I think we know offensively we're probably we're gonna look better. I don't think leaps and bounds better, but we're gonna look better, at least competent. We just look incompetent at times, and it just literally looked like we didn't know what we were doing half of the time. And that goes also to a lot of it to the coaching staff as well. They contribute that too. But as far as gameplay on the field, we just did not look good at all. So especially offensively. But so I think that's definitely going to improve, and we know that Kubiak's going to be calling the plays. So we don't. And I talked when I did my show on Monday with Will. I told him, he asked that question: Who do you see being the offensive coordinator that gets brought on? Honestly, it really doesn't matter as much, because we know that Kubiak's going to be calling the plays. Whoever he decides to go ahead and bring in is going to be like more developmental guy who's going to be sitting under Kubiak, learning and listening and being involved, but not having a whole lot of say and a whole lot of influence. It's really that defensive side of the ball where now that we know Patrick is officially gone, that's a role that's going to be filled. Who's out there? There's a couple of names out there, but and we'll get into that in a second. So yeah, defensively, that's something that I would like to see also being addressed, and hopefully we get an improvement there as well. And now that Kubiak's in that role, not only does he have to just manage offensively, he has to also look at the whole team as a whole as well. So even though if he does bring in a strong defensive coordinator, that he can't completely ignore that anymore, So, but with that being said, what would be like, it depends on what you would consider a good year. And I think that's a question that we should probably ask ourselves. Like, we know we're going to be in a full rebuild. We're not going to win a whole lot of games, but what would be considered like really a good year? As far as wins wise, performance wise, what does that look like? Nate, I'll start with you. What do you think a good year would look like or consist of?
To me, I already said my expectations are kind of development. To me, it would be getting Bowers back to where he was being argued as the top number one tight end in the league. Getting Genty to be the guy that we drafted him to be at 6 overall. And then also is getting our defense and solidifying them as a unit rather than just having, just Max Crosby or just, plug in player A, B here. So that to me would be a successful season. As far as wins and losses, it's hard to say because obviously we don't know which teams exactly are going to be good, which ones are going to be bad. But I think for sure you have to get more wins than this year, for sure. That risk right off the bat, get more than 3 wins. I don't think can I categorize that as successful, getting 4, but I think it would be a trend in the right direction, definitely. So to me, it's more about the development of the team as a whole rather than, really wins and losses.
What's up, Chris? Wake up, Cheeto, he said.
I am awake.
I'm not even looking at the computer. Hey, Gunsmoke, is that legit? Is that what's really happening right now in Bakersfield?
But there's a part of the town called.
And the guy with a flamethrower?
I don't know about that.
Wow.
I don't know.
Can I just want to reiterate back to and this kind of ties in with the whole what's considered a good year. I don't even think wins or losses matter, to be honest with you, season year 1 with all this. Anybody that's got Netflix, go look for the documentary on the 1980 hockey team.
Oh,
not the movie, but the actual documentary on what these guys went through with Herb Brooks as their coach and the way that he treated them. And by the way, well, that's just it. By the way he treated them, it made them. Now you got to remember, these guys majority came from Minnesota. They played for the same team that Ross Brooks was the college coach for. Okay, so a lot of them came from his program already, but then a bunch came from Boston College, and they fucking hated each other. The Minnesota guys and the Boston guys hated each other. Literally, there was just a visceral hate. But the way the coach treated these guys, he treated them so miserable, all of them, that they were forced
What up, 805?
to come together as a group and to gel that way, and they became best of
I'll see if I
friends.
can.
The coach was still treating them like they were not friends. Like he didn't want to be friends with them. He didn't want to get to know them any better. He still, to the day he died, didn't know a lot of the intricacies on some of these guys. Didn't know like their family history. None of them. So, and what did they do? They gelled together as a team. And they became successful. And that's kind of almost the same thing that has to happen here. The coach can't come in and be their friend. He's got to come in and treat them just like they are. They're players on a team, and that's all you need to know. You don't need to be their best friend. You don't need to follow them on Twitter and all that other crap. Come in, be the guy that's in charge, put the foot down, and that's something we haven't had where you've got an authoritative figure. But the problem's going to be is his age, being so close to the age of some of these players that they may not treat him that way. But I still think that you need to have that authoritarian figure inside that building. Someone has to be the overall.
When did when did Miracle happen?
1980. 1980.
It's still
Exactly.
Same thing that went through my head, Nathan.
It's just I understand, and I grew up with coaches that are like that, and I respect that for sure. But it's just not how shit goes in the NFL anymore. Like
No.
It's everybody's
really not.
idea of stuff nowadays. That's why.
Because what?
And I can agree with that. Like everybody's all buddy buddy. I would like to see rivalries be real.
I don't think Harbaugh's buddy buddy with people.
No, but he's also an older coach and older.
Yeah.
thought it
Good.
head coach.
Yeah,
But-
he's also-
But
He has
like,
to be 100% like that, but if he takes some sort of that attitude, that would help too. He's got to be all business.
Yeah.
He can't be like Pete Carroll out there rolling around on the field with these guys and like, hey, giving him noogies and shit like that.
This is the thing with Kubiak. I think one of the things that people were saying against him is the personality thing, right? That he's not a very vocal guy. He's not a very like outward guy. He's kind of introverted. Doesn't say a whole lot, and so I don't think you'll have that necessarily. And shout out to Rundown. He had this great show the other day where he really kind of deep dive on Kubiak's resume. He played a clip where I forgot where Kubiak was, and I think was like one of his early coaching jobs, and he was just more of that motivating guy. He was there. He said the things that he needed to say to get his guys going. But he wasn't. It was not like a PE or like an AP type of situation where you're just like buddy. It's like we're gonna go ahead and get to work and coaching some of these guys up. So I don't think we'll have that. I think we'll have like kind of the middle type of scenario with Klint. But obviously I don't know. We haven't heard like a whole lot from him. And even this week they kind of been asking about us. As far as like him coming over and taking this job, and he was just like, I'm not going to talk about that. This is, I have my game plan. I'm focused on this week and our game on Sunday, and that's it. He didn't even want to like even entertain the notion of like talking about like him taking this job. He's just like super dialed into the game on Sunday for him.
And I think a good person that he could model his coaching, maybe not philosophy, but attitude is, and I hate giving this fucking organization props, but is obviously Sean McVay. He's going to come into a similar situation where he's a younger guy. Obviously, Sean McVay is the youngest head coach in NFL history,
Right.
but he's a young guy, but you can use that to your advantage, but still have that authoritative figure. If you look at Sean McVay now, he's still that, professional and business person and mindset at all times. And I can completely see that being that Kubiak kind of mindset, just from when I've heard him talk in pressers in Seattle. So I think that would be a good person to kind of try and emulate. Obviously, arguably the best head coach in the NFL is a good person, no matter who it is, to try and emulate your philosophy after. But I think just the situation wise, it would be a good a person to kind of take after.
Yeah.
What about you, Leo? What do you consider like a good year for?
I don't want to put a number on it because honestly, to me that's not going to really matter. It's more like the type of culture he's building. It's what it's going to be based off of me for the success. Because that's what we've been lacking. We've been lacking an identity. We've been lacking that culture. I know a lot of people probably in the chat are older too, and they'll say, "Oh, bring back the Raider Mystique." We talked about it yesterday, Jeff. That's gone. The Raider Mystique is gone. The days of the 70s and the old school shit is gone, right? So he has the opportunity to create a new culture, a new way of thinking for Las Vegas Raiders football. So that's what I want to see, that identity. Are we going to be this fucking, if you remember the Rams when Dick Vermeil came back around, it was the greatest show on turf. Like that was their thing, and that was what they're known for, Like if he's going to do some shit like that with this squad, with the weapons like Bowers, with shit like that, that's how I want to see as well. I'll see the success in that first year because you will be able to see that identity. We may not win all the games because, I think personnel wise, we still have a lot more room to get better with, a lot more in so many levels, so many positions before we can actually say, hey, we can make a run at the Super Bowl. But at the same time, like I can see you developing that culture and building that in your first year here. And to him speaking, I don't know if you guys know who John McClain is. He's an older sports writer. He often pops up on Q's Sports Radio Talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he often pops up on there. So he actually talked about Kubiak when people question his ability to talk and to lead and shit like that. And he talked about that. He says he's known him for a long time. He's known the dad. And he says he's the much greater motivator and speaker than people realize. You just don't see it because he does it in the building within his organization. You just don't see it. Like, you're not going to see him out there come on the podium, like kind of like we do with AP, like how we like that shit, right? He was just out there. And then with Peter, it was the opposite. He was just like, oh, no, we're good. We're good. Everything's good. Everything's good. You know, so he says that Kubiak has that because of the way he was groomed. He was groomed to be a coach. He was groomed to take this position so that he feels that he's going to have all those things you want from a head coach. And I'm with it, bro. I don't need to hear this dude every Monday or Tuesday telling me how shit's going to be. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool with him saying, I'm just here so I don't get fined. Like, I don't give a fuck. As long as we see it on the field, that's where you're talking. That's where I should see it. You see that shit on the field, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I agree. I think sometimes they have to do these pressers because it's just like it's required or something.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
And it sucks because that kind of takes away from them doing other things, you know, looking at film.
That's why we never hear from Spytek, because general managers don't have to do those appearances as often as coaches do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, you know, what I consider a good year, honestly, I'll probably just go back to the eye test and just us looking better, like just being and performing like a better football team. You know, I think the wins are just going to come as far as us having more wins that we did this previous season. I think if we're playing good, we're playing clean, the wins are going to come itself. You know, I just want us to go ahead and really build that foundation for year 2 and 3, because those are really the years that are going to be the years that we make those runs, right? Year 3 realistically is where we're gonna, you know, we'll see that playoff contention, you know, type of scenario, and we'll have most of the pieces in place to be able to make a good run for it. So I just want, you know, obviously he's in a unique situation, and it's a big project, a big rebuild where there's a lot of pieces. Well, there's several pieces that have to be replaced offensively and defensively, and also coaching staff. And like I said on Monday, putting together a coaching staff is not easy. It's time consuming. It takes away focus from what they can be scouting as far as in free agency and the draft. That no matter what, that takes time away from focus on that. Year 2, you know, they might have to replace a coach or two, you know, whoever they decide to dismiss. So now you're having to go ahead and not spend time really building out a big old staff. You might be having to replace maybe 1 or 2 positions of that, and that's where you can really go ahead and focus on and dial in on guys that you potentially want to go ahead and go after. So really, it takes us this year 1 to lay the foundation, and I just want us to go ahead and see that. And like I said, this is a scenario where it's still not going to look as pretty as people might think it's going to be. And that's where we had to go ahead and exercise patience as a fan base. And I know it's hard. I already see some of the comments like, we've been waiting for a long time. I mean, it's just not going to happen overnight. It's just not. We have too many holes. It's not going to happen like that.
But I mean, and I know fans say we've been waiting, but have we really though? Because the minute shit goes bad, we start wanting to throw these motherfuckers to the trash. And it goes from everybody, even the Gruden lovers. I remember when we struggled in the beginning with Gruden. It was why did we bring this motherfucker back? Look at this and this and that. He traded Mac and da-da-da-da-da. Like, have we really been patient though?
I know.
I get we've been waiting, but I think if we really are buying into the rebuild, you really do have to be patient. Rebuild doesn't have. Look at the Lions. They did it. Look at the Bears. They did it. Like, bruh. They struggled for years too before they made it. Tell me the last time the Lions won a Super Bowl.
Never been.
They struggled that first year when they got Caleb Williams. They did not look good.
No, and even before that, the Bears, you know, they had their issues with their coaches too. Yeah.
So,
you know it's coming. If he has a shitty year this year, there's going to be a group of fans out there that are going to be like, "Wow, we need to fire." You know, it's going to happen.
Oh, it is. That's what we do.
You can't be expecting him to to be 500.
You know, I'm waiting for the first game when Mendoza throws an interception. You know, I'm gonna throw him in the
Oh
trash.
yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna be all over it. I'm gonna be all over it.
Nathan's gonna
No.
come with the
We
rope,
we
bro.
could be winning by 5 touchdowns, but the minute he throws that one pick, fucking told y'all he was the wrong
I
guy.
told you guys. I fucking told you.
It was perfect. Perfect,
Right?
goddamn it.
Oh my god. Oh,
He had
I
the
mean,
robber there. Did you not
I
see
mean,
him? They were playing
and I get
robber.
it. We all do it. We all go through it. Yeah. No, Nate always fucks with me about Genty. I always fuck with him about Besh. Like, yeah.
I think the other thing that's going to be tough to even try and put a number on this is if Max isn't here. So there's one less.
Ooh, I think that makes it harder too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one less. There's one less threat on the defense. Okay.
Oh.
And then it also depends on what we do with the rest of the draft and free agency too. So I
Yeah.
mean, I really am not looking forward to giving any predictions on a record this year.
Mhm.
Because I am not expecting more than 3 wins, to be honest with you. And I'll be fine with that as long as we show progression. Like we're moving the ball. We've got an offense that's doing things. You're getting the best you can out of Genty because you're finally blocking for him and making openings. That's what I want to see. I want to see that. I want to see enthusiasm on the bench. Guys when they come out of the tunnel, the team all runs out and they go right to the bench. I don't want to see any of this sluggish shit where people just don't even want to be here. So
Yeah. And I wanted to ask this question: is like, what's next for the Raiders after they sign Kubiak? Because I mean,
Coaching staff.
Exactly. We've been dialed in on Kubiak for so long. It's like, what happens after that, right? And I think the big name that's been put out there, we all said it, defense, because the offense, we know that's all Kubiak, but defensively, what are we going to do there? And this name has been thrown around. Jim Schwartz, and if you guys don't know what's going on in the world outside of the Raiders, Jim Schwartz, obviously you guys know Todd Monken got named the head coach for the Browns. Hence, Jim Schwartz got passed over, and I think this was the second time that he gets passed over. And he was not happy about it. He made a kind of a public peace out at their headquarters and said goodbye to everybody and says, I ain't coming back. Right. And so Jim Schwartz is pretty disgruntled at the moment with the Browns, right? We'll see what the future lies. But we know right now that this was put out by Albert Beer earlier this week. He says, read Jim Schwartz in here. We mentioned Vegas as a potential landing spot for the Browns defensive coordinator. If he does get out of his deal, Philly would be, or at least was, another. If Vic Fangio were to retire, Cleveland's been firm on holding on to his contract. So that's the rub. Jim Schwartz is currently still under contract by the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to go ahead and essentially release him out of his contract, which I think he's already made it public that he already told the Browns he wants to be released from his contract. Or a team would have to go in and either buy out his contract or we would have to be some type of trade. Right. So what does everybody think? Should the Raiders try to pursue Jim Schwartz? Should this be something where it's pushed on from like Brady and Spytech, or should be brought up by them as a possible suggestion? What are you guys' thoughts on this? And I'll start with Nate this time.
I mean, I would love to pursue Jim Schwartz. At this point, it's not really up to the organization. It's kind of up to Klint Kubiak and how he wants to construct his coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
And if we do pursue him without the permission of Klint Kubiak, I think we're just gonna fall into the same old Raider stuff. Who's really in charge? Who's controlling what and who and where and what? And so I don't want that. If Kubiak decides to go after Jim Schwartz and is really adamant about getting him over to being his DC, then we should go all in for it, because he is a great defensive coordinator, and I would love to see him come over here for sure.
Yeah.
But if Kubiak already has somebody else in mind, then we kind of have to just trust the process. And I'm not against that at all, depending on obviously who it is. But my top number one choice would, of course, be Jim Schwartz for sure.
Yeah. What about you, Jeff?
I'm all in on it. Just I don't want to be trading away draft picks for him. That's all. You know, I don't want to lose any draft capital, plain and simple. I was laughing earlier because there's a radio guy around here in New England, Rhode Island. His name is Jim Schwartz on sports. Half the time when people say his name, it sounds like they're saying Jim Shorts. So that's why I start laughing instead of saying Schwartz. You know, it's just comical for me, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I would be
The old man Huber.
Schwartz.
You're an asshole. I laughed, Jake. Punch him.
What about you, Leo? What are your thoughts on Jim
Man,
Schwartz?
it would make a lot of sense if you look at what McVay did when he took over the Rams. He was going to focus on the offense. He hired a veteran defensive coordinator, right? He fucking brought him over and he ran the defense until he got more seasoned. And then he's like, oh, you know what? Wade Phillips, maybe it was time to make a change. This, and that. And then he did. McVay made the change or whatever. But man, Jim Schwartz to me would be the perfect veteran defensive coach to come in and be our defensive coordinator. The thing that makes me happy about it is he's disgruntled. And when you saw Monken's presser yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday I was on with Mike. Shout out to Mike Cavalli, and he played it. They asked him about Schwartz. And if they're disgruntled, they're not going to see eye to eye. I could see Monken telling the organization, hey, you know what? I'm here to be the head coach. I'm not going to be able to work with this dude. Like, if we need to get him out of here, then let's get him out of here. He's not going to be happy. Yeah. Then let's get him go. And that's perfect opportunity for us, right? Perfect opportunity. He's one. And then the other one that I've been hearing is Seattle's defensive coordinator. Because even like how you admitted to earlier, Jay, with us getting Kubiak, whoever our OC is, ain't going to really call plays because we have Kubiak. Well, Seattle has it the opposite way. Their head coach is the defensive guy. He's the one that calls out the fucking defensive schemes, defensive plays. So their defensive coordinator doesn't really have that, where he's the one calling it. So it would be a thing. And then he's already familiar with Klint, having come from there. Yeah, I expect him to bring a couple people with him from Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
The way things are going. So that'll definitely, yeah.
Well, there were guys that followed him to Seattle, too. So the guys are going to come with him to Vegas, too, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Aiden Durde. I think I said that right. I probably butchered that. But
somebody said in the chat he's got that accent, right?
Yeah, Moneycheck says that. Yeah, he's also British.
Yeah. He's got that accent. I heard him talk, and I was like, oh shit! I didn't realize that he had that accent when I heard him talk. Like, okay. Like I like that.
I think that when he was talking with Spytech, Brady, and Mark, that
he had a plan. Yeah.
Well, one of the topics that came up was, hey, what are you thinking that you'd like to fill out with your OC, DC, and some of your other position coaches? So I'm sure hopefully he gave them a list, and it's guys that they can already contact, so they can get the ball rolling. So it's just a smoother transition comes next week when he finally gets here. So I'm sure that there's already been contacts made, more than likely, quietly, So we'll have to wait and see. But I'm sure I'd like to think they would have. I mean, that kind of seems to be.
I'm pretty sure that was part of it. Yeah. What's your plan? Who do you plan on bringing? Yeah. Especially as it got towards the end, because that's when everybody was freaking out. He ain't gonna be no more coaches left for him to build a staff like that.
Mm-hmm. No, there's still plenty of options out there. You forget there's still that one team that's still in the playoffs, and guys followed him there, and they'll follow him here.
Yeah.
As long as he brings talent that's good, not like the shit that fucking Pete Carroll brought with him.
I think somebody said it on the radio when I was listening. As long as he doesn't bring his kids. Somebody called in. I'm cool with whoever he brings in as long as Kubiak don't bring his kids.
Right. No, except the brother. They just don't want the kids.
Oh man, that shit was funny.
Like, bring your brother. Bring that dude. Bring that dude from the fucking.
That shit was hilarious, man.
Well, rest assured that I heard that that Clint's not married. You know, he doesn't have a family like that. He doesn't have kids, so
He's married to the
Oh.
game.
He's married to the game.
married to the game, just like
Oh, him and Fernando are
Fernando.
definitely a match made in heaven, man.
Woo! Rela-
All right.
hold on.
so.
All right,
Apparently
married to
so.
the game, bro. Married to
Whoa! Is that what you call him?
the bro. So you know how we were doing the thumbnail earlier? I try to get them to show up as like a married couple,
Uh,
and ChatGPT would not do it.
no.
It would not do it. Yeah, it was like violates this, and there were ways I was trying to get around it, but they would
Yeah.
not show them like as a united.
ChatGPT is homophobic, guys. You
Yeah,
Gotta use one of the lower budget fucking
yeah.
AI.
It said the only way it would have done it is if you use fictional characters. Then it would have fucking put them like that together. I was like, oh man.
Should I put cartoon? Give me the cartoon version.
Mm-hmm.
No, bueno, I didn't see what McNabb said. What did McNabb say?
I didn't see that either.
Let's
Send it to me on the gram, bueno. Send it to me on the gram.
just do it first. Yeah, I haven't seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh my
if
God.
they're able to get Jim Schwartz, I'm definitely all for that. I mean, it would definitely help us really, I think strengthen that defense. I mean, and our defense wasn't really bad. I thought it was going to be worse, like before the start of the season last year, and surprisingly, they kept us in a lot of games. So I think.
Do you know what it was ranked, Nathan?
I think it was
Our defense?
I don't know what it was ranked.
Somebody called it on the radio and they said that we were like 15th. I was like, no way.
I was gonna say 18.
Nobody was that high.
Right? It didn't seem we got blown out a couple times, man.
But it's
Philly.
just because our offense did not produce shit. Our offense was
Yeah.
so bad.
Philly whooped our ass completely. Defense included. Yeah. They had Max and what's his name? White out there fighting each other. Because
Yeah,
remember?
a couple of times.
Philly whooped our ass, bro. Yeah.
Let's see. Whoa. So Fox Sports has the Raiders defense for total defense ranked 14th.
Yeah, let's not trust anything from Fox. Check another one.
Yeah, that's it going to Yahoo Sports.
There's somebody on Facebook that always posts shit from Yahoo, bro. And I'm like, oh my God.
All right. This is Pro Football Reference.
There you go. Okay.
Pro Football Reference has the Raiders defense 25th.
Yeah, see? That's
That makes more sense.
That makes more sense. to
It
me.
does make more sense. Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of like that year that PFF had our O-line at like 10 and we were like, what?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, Jim Schwartz would bring that. I mean, but I think this is a thing where Kubiak really has to make that decision. I've been saying it since the beginning of the offseason is whoever they bring in as head coach, they should let that person build out their coaching staff and bring in the guys that they want and let them figure that part out. And if it doesn't work out, obviously you have the next year where you can part ways if you need to, but it should
Yeah,
no
but
more
we can't keep
inheritance.
switching coordinators like that fast either. Yeah. You got to stick with certain dudes too for a while. If you lose them because you're doing good, like I get that. But if we keep firing them because they suck, like that's not a good thing either. Yeah, look at how many defensive coordinators or different fucking coaches Max has been through. Yeah.
Did you guys bring up Dixon's comment? Because I'm a big no on that one. They're supposed
I
to
just saw your I don't have social media, my bag on. Oh my God.
Shout out to Dixon. He said if the Packers fire Bisaccia, which
Oh my God, no.
back for special
You couldn't do that to Kubiak. Raider fans hold Bisaccia on a pedestal, man. Like if you would have stayed, we would have been in the Super Bowl the following year. Like, yeah, like no.
reason because their special teams are not good. Why do you want to bring a guy who got fired because his unit that he runs sucks? No. And I agree with Leo too for that other reason.
Yeah. I mean,
I put the McNabb thing in the chat if you want to play it.
Yeah, I can play it. I already have it up. Hold on one second. Let me switch over to this one.
Oh my God, my dad sent me a Mitchell Renz fucking post on Instagram.
Oh, for the love of God.
This is This is McNabb talking
Jeff, you're gonna like this.
on Mendoza. There you go.
Jeff's gonna love
ongoing
this.
number one pick, mainly because he was the best player in college football, won the national championship. Everything that he was able to accomplish at Indiana was remarkable. But when I look at the makeup of the Raiders, I think they should go and trade down to get more picks. Because when I look at this team, they need offensive line help. They need a pass rusher. They need a playmaking secondary member if it's a corner or a second or a safety. They need a number one receiver. He's the ongoing number one pick, mainly because he was the best player in college football, won the national championship. Everything that he was able to accomplish at Indiana was remarkable. But when I look at the makeup of the Raiders, I think they should go and trade down to get more picks. Because
This
when
is
I
thing
look
repeating already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Donovan McNabb at Radio Row. Over
But
at
what's he know? He's a washed up QB or this and that. He's this. I would take his word over.
He was terrible in Washington.
Wait. No. My favorite one is, what did he do?
He didn't win the Super Bowl. He didn't win it. No, he didn't win it.
That's always my favorite argument. What did he do? Like, really?
I don't think he looks rough. I think I knew exactly who it was right away, but just by looking at him.
Yeah, no, I recognize him right away.
Still looks the same.
Yeah, thanks for that, Bueno. Appreciate it, dog. Appreciate it.
Yeah. To you, brother. Thank you.
He does not look like Jamarcus Russell, bro. Have you seen Jamarcus Russell lately? He does not look like Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. That's funny, dude. He said he can't have social media. There's so many of my Raider brothers out there, man. You know, huge prayers and shout out to you. Because some of you are in some toxic ass relationships and you cannot have social media.
I feel like I
can only watch YouTube.
Yeah. That's what they tell me. I can only see you on YouTube. Yeah.
I haven't heard that excuse because I don't want to pry. But okay, what? That's kind of weird.
No, they've legit told me when they want something like, oh, it's fucking hilarious, right?
I knew he was going to comment on it. That's
right, but neither are fans. Fans aren't more credible.
Exactly.
Right.
That's former NFL quarterback.
Yeah. At the end of the day, but Derek Carr says it, and it's fucking law. Right? Come on, man.
Well, I mean, in all honesty,
Steve Harvey. He looks more like Steve Harvey.
He does.
A little bit.
Going by this statement, then if that's the case, player analysis are not always the best, then obviously neither is Tom Brady's then either because he's a former player and you're taking analysis for him on Mendoza and then the other player like that highly rates him and all that.
Don't burst Jaws bubble, man. He loves him some Tom Brady.
You just wanted a reason to bag on Tom Brady, didn't you?
He did.
Like I could say John Lynch isn't the best player analysis, right?
Right. Oh God, John Lynch. Woo. Come on.
Yeah.
Now.
Okay.
He actually didn't he help Elway when Elway was fucking up, and then John Lynch was in Denver for a while before he left, right?
Yeah.
So John Lynch actually helped Elway. Like, hey, bro, you're fucking up.
I'll tell you who was bad at it too was Matt Millen. He was horrible.
Matt Millen was horrible, bro. I felt bad for Matt, bro, because I liked him as a player. But I was like, fuck, Matt, you gotta let that one go, Matt. Yeah. Josh said he just sent you something. I think it was somebody else's comments, right?
Yeah, it's Cam's. So Cam
Ward or Cam Newton?
Ward. No, Cam Newton. My bad.
Newton. I gotta see this one.
Yeah, Cam Newton had his takes on Fernando Mendoza. So
good. I gotta see Cam. Cam is something else. Out.
That the obvious pick here, but what should bring any Raiders fan, to have the belief in that is that he possesses everything that you want to see in your quarterback.
Yeah.
Calm, cool, collective, and also has great leadership abilities that the Raiders need.
Yeah.
And the patience of being a former number one pick also to the fans it's going to require an amount of grace. Fernando Mendoza is probably you know,
So that was Cam Newton and his take on
What does he know? He didn't win a fucking Super Bowl. He fucking what does he know? He looked at the ball getting fucking strip sacked. He didn't jump on it. You could have won it, Cam.
Oh man.
Style with
Oh
hats.
man. I love me some Cam Newton, man. I love me some
I'll take
Cam
his
Newton.
advice on scarves and hats and all that, but yeah.
No, you know what? I like what he said though about being a number 1 overall pick because he knows what that's like.
Yeah.
And basically he was telling the nation you gotta have patience, y'all. All right. Even if we think he's the Messiah, like he ain't gonna come walk on water the first year. Yeah.
No.
Oh, well,
Even if
that's
you're Cam Newton coming out looking like Superman.
He's a man. He's a
Right.
man of God.
Yeah.
Just walk on water. Remember that.
Yeah,
He's,
bro.
True.
you know, it's God, myself, then football. So that's Mendoza. He's 1, 2, 3. You know, so remember that.
Yeah, until they take him to the Bunny Ranch for the first time.
Vegas is going to ruin that kid.
Yeah, take him to the. We're gonna take him to the Midnight Rose.
There you go. There you go.
We're gonna start him off slow. Let him get a little massage from Mama San.
Shout out to Josh.
I appreciate you, Josh, sending us the videos, man. Always coming in clutch. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you. But you know, kind of still sticking on that topic of defense, and obviously this literally got blown up today. Came out today, and I've been busy working and getting ready for the show, so I haven't looked at social media a whole lot. But this came out earlier. Actually, 2 things came out. And before I bring this clip up, Diana Rossini put out this tweet again. Tweet that Max wants to play for Grable, right? And
what? Who?
Yeah, Diana Rossini. And that thing was taken out of context.
Take your ass to the kitchen and go make some Rachel Reposole, Diana. Like, stop.
Rachel Reposole. It's crazy. That's fucked up, man.
Go ahead.
That was taken out of context, and I think Max
was it?
Asked. Yeah, it was something where, like, you know, if you couldn't go ahead and work with the coach, you know, what coach would you like to work with? And obviously, you know, Vrabel.
That's what was asked, and then people twisted it that he wants to go play for Vrabel. Oh my god, bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
the dude ranch. You're an asshole. Oh man, I didn't even see that one with her. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that's the one that came out earlier. But obviously, the one that really kind of that has literally whole social media buzzing right now is the one with Jay Glazer. Yeah, and he again, everybody's at Media Row right now, and they're doing interviews, and Jay decided to go ahead and share this about Max. So let me go ahead and play it. And this was from Yahoo Sports, and Yahoo Sports was doing their stream. And Jake Glazer on there. So this is what he had to say about Max.
If they tell you they're playing, they're playing.
I think his time with the Raiders is done.
I do.
Before the draft?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Is there a landing spot that makes sense in your opinion?
A ton of them. I'm not going to say what it is yet because I'm going to try and help it out.
Sure. What kind of haul do you think realistically a Max Crosby gets in general?
He probably more than Micah.
That's crazy, bro. Bigger than Micah? That's how I know it's not true.
20 teams called me and asked, dude, is this real? Can we get him? What's it for? I'm like, God, we're not there yet, but yes, it's real.
Do you think his time with the Raiders is done because that's a Raiders decision?
That's fucking
that's a
funny,
man.
man.
They don't want to do it. But he was just like, I'm not going through another rebuild. There's a couple guys. If they tell you they're playing, they're playing.
So, yeah.
Did he say if they tell you they're playing, or is he saying do they tell you their plan?
No, plan. Oh, plan? I thought it was
plan, right? Okay.
There's a couple guys. If they tell you they're playing, they're playing.
I think his time with the Raiders is.
Yeah, so he's saying like their plan. And you know, obviously there's some things that I kind of take away from that. their time. You know, a lot of it to me, it seems like he's referring to, you know, like the latter half of the season, right? When the whole Cowboys called for Max, and I felt like a lot of that was attributed to that. He kind of knew the rain. Everybody knew that the rain was on well for Pete. That he was not going to stick around for another year, and I think you know he's already been asked about that specific topic about him, you know, doing a rebuild or anything like that. And obviously, you're going to say no, I don't want to do a rebuild, but at the same time, I'm like Link always says, players play, coaches coach, and that's kind of where he should kind of stay in that lane because, you know, yes, you're there, you're performing, but this is a scenario where you need coaching, you need players to come in and bring in the right guys to go ahead and you know build with you or around you, whatever you want to call it. But I think that this a lot of it says that it was like from a couple of months ago. I don't think is as much recent as
Yeah.
you know people make it think. And then also obviously you know the whole thing about Max told me this. It kind of seems like it insinuated. You know, I don't know what you guys tell me what your thoughts are on on the whole scenario. I'll start with you, Leo. What do you
What?
think?
You want to start out guns blazing, huh?
Propaganda Raider at its finest, boys.
Right? Like,
Tap
Jesus.
in right now.
I even put the hat on before I knew this was coming. Look, man, I love Max Crosby. I'm a Raider fan. But when you think about having to go through another rebuild, not being sure what's going to happen, you're almost 29 years old. I would want them to do right by him. If we're not going to win within the next couple years and he's going to go somewhere where he has the opportunity to win, he's asking, then let him go. Right? I think the main thing for me was when Jay said this, and I'm not saying that this is what Max said, but is that the Raiders don't want to. It's Max that would want to. And if it comes to that, then I'm fine with it. Let him go. I mean, Woodson, when he left, even though it wasn't the same way, Al just didn't want to pay that money, right? He was like, what is this? So Woodson went to Green Bay, did what he did, got a Super Bowl. And then when it was free agency, he ended up coming back, you know, for the love he had for the team, stuff like that. So that to me, like he still went out there and did their thing. But would I say that Max is out there the one saying I don't want to be here anymore? No. I mean, we've had conversations and you talk to someone, your homies, and you talk about life. We talked about it offline on the post-game show, right? Where some of us log off early.
Leo.
Right? We start talking about the channels, what we're doing and shit, and people talking shit and all that, right? Sometimes that shit can get taken a little bit out of like, oh well, he said this. But at that point, you're just venting to your friend. Like, man, I gotta go through
Exactly.
another fucking rebuild again. Like, I would say the same
Exactly.
thing, bro. Like, fuck, we just did this. We're gonna do this again. Like, here we go again. How long is this gonna take? Right? And I could see how that would be hard. But at the same time, like, if the Raiders, ultimately, it's up to the Raiders. If Spytek and Tom are like, no, fuck that. You said you wanted to be here. We paid you and extending you because you told us you wanted to be here. Now we need you to hold up your end of the deal. I don't think Max is going to go out there and say, well, no, fuck that. I want out of here. If that's what it comes down to. You know, I don't think he's that type of guy that'll bust a Micah, you know, and be like, oh, I just want the fuck out of here. Like, no, I don't see him doing that. But would I blame him for thinking like, hey, man, I don't know how this is going to go. Maybe I can go back home. Or, hey, send me to Minnesota. Bring Justin Jefferson over here. Fuck it. You know, some shit like that. I would not be mad at that. Right? We need a wide receiver. You heard what he said. You need a wide receiver one. But yeah, that wouldn't be a thing. I think to me the thing that's gonna get blown up and it's gonna make me sad is when shit like that starts to happen, then all the bad mouthing goes towards the player again. It happened with Josh, it's happened with other players. It even happened in DC, right? Well, he took his football and he left, right? Like shit like that. Like I don't want to see that happen to him. When people start saying shit like that, like, oh, he doesn't want to be here. He's not a Raider. This man has been nothing but the only Raider for us. You know, but to me, like, if he had that thought, you're talking to your friends. Of course, you're gonna vent, but I don't think he's gonna bust a mic up and say like, "Get me out of here" type shit either. Like, no.
Your mic's out. You're muted, Jay.
Yeah, my bad. What are your thoughts?
What up,
Nate?
Israel?
To me, it seems like it was exactly what Leo said, kind of a heat of the moment. Maybe right after they told him that they shut him down for the rest of the year, and of course, like he was obviously angry. Like even in the media, he was angry that he didn't want to, be sad for the rest of the year. And he exactly what Leo was saying. You talk to your homies and you're saying like this is some bullshit. Like fuck this team. Like you get in your feelings and shit like that happens. And I get it. And like Leo's saying, you're just venting to your homies. You don't really mean by it. To me, I'm not gonna believe anything until Max comes out and says himself, "Hey, I do want to trade from the Raiders. Hey, I do want to leave or whatever." Because this has been going on for how many seasons now? Basically, the entire time Max Crosby has been on the Raiders. It seems like every offseason, oh, he's gonna go to Detroit. Oh, he's gonna go to Dallas. Oh, he wants to go to here, or wherever. So
I already see Detroit on all over Facebook, bro.
Of course. So until either the Raiders come out and say, "Hey, we are planning and looking to move Max Crosby," or Max comes out and says, "Hey, I want out," I don't believe anything because we've done this. We've been here. We've been in the position probably the same time last year. I could probably pull up a video of us doing the same thing we're doing right now. So until then, I'm not going to believe anything. So I'm going to take everything that we see from here on out as far as this Max Crosby situation with a grain of salt. So yeah.
And before I get to Jeff, because I know Jeff's not too, but my thing is also too, obviously we're, the Super Bowl week. There's not a whole lot of news going on right now, and a lot of it is also clickbait spun. They're trying to get and get the clicks, get the views. That's always going to happen. And I know, and Moneycheck said that they have a good Glazer and Max have a good. I think they have a relationship. I think they are friends. Yeah, but you also take that again, like Nate said, with the grain of salt, because at the end of the day, we know who Jay Glazer is. And he's a reporter, and he's part of the media. He's he has a vested interest in this as well. But if it came from guys like his real friends, guys that he rides with, like Terrell or
Brogan.
What's his name? Brogan, yeah, Brogan.
Yeah,
exactly.
It
would carry a little bit different, it would be like.
But even with them, you're venting to your homies
exactly
at a time where you're just like, "Fuck, what are we doing?" That doesn't mean I'm gonna go on national media and telling everybody I want out of here.
Yeah. And if this is a scenario where he really does want to be out, say that you want to be out, with there only being so much time, and literally the draft it's not that far away. It's really quick. If you want out, say you want out, and that way we can shop you. And if you care about the team, we also able to go ahead and get as much as we can, if that's the way you truly feel. And Raider Nation will go ahead and they'll be sad, but we'll move on.
But even then, Jay, what you just said right now, right? You're gonna help us trade you somewhere that's gonna benefit us. Right. Remember what Derek Carr said, because he had a no trade clause deal, so he was gonna let us trade him so we can get something in return. And when it came down to it, DC said, nah, fuck that. Y'all gonna have to release me. And we ended up not getting anything.
I think
that situation is a little different, but yes.
Yeah. No, I get it, but yeah.
Because of McDaniels and I don't blame the shit that they were having, their bullshit that they were having. I think that marriage ended not amicably at all. I think that it kind of ended a little bit bitter. And just the way that DC got treated, the last couple games before the end of the season, that wasn't the best way to treat a guy who's been here 9 years.
Yeah, totally.
Right. even if you knew you were going to move on, even if you knew you were going to move on, you just want to go ahead and give him that respectability because he's been here for a minute, and that kind of didn't happen. So, but my thing is this: if Max wants to go out, cool. Let it be known. Let it be known, and that way, the team can go ahead and shop you around. I think we're at a point that has happened so frequently. We just addressed it like 3 months ago, right before the trade deadline, with the Cowboys and whatnot. And so we're having to address it again right before free agency starts and draft. So it's like I think it's at a point where we have to address it. We cannot not ignore it. If they call, I think we should definitely listen to the offer. But my whole thing is always going to be like, if he wants out, let it be known, and then, hey, for sure, no hard feelings, and wish you the best. And
there's going to be hard feelings.
There's going to be some people with hard feelings. I would be sad.
Some people are going to pop champagne bottles. This guy over here.
Yes, this guy over here.
Right? Because I get visions of the draft picks over my head that we're going to get.
Right.
So, yeah.
And with that being said, I hand it over to Jeff. And Jeff, what is your feels and your thoughts about
Jeff? I just saw your message.
First of all, Red Dead, that's not what my mom said when she just left my house. So yeah.
Oh.
Wow, talk about coming back with the old man comebacks. That was a good one.
Listen, the fact that it was Jay Glazer putting it out there, the relationship he has with him, this is the most reputable person that's made comments about Max, even dropping hints, possibly wanting out of here.
Right.
Everything else has been fabricated by other schmucks on the internet, just putting stupid shit out there just for clicks. Okay, this is Jay Glazer. He said it in an interview. Yeah, granted, it's from Yahoo, but he still said it in a public format that's out there for everybody to see. Max has seen it now. So why would he put his reputation on the line if there's not some truth behind it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's not the type of guy that Jay Glazer is. He's not going to talk shit about Michael Strahan if it's not true. Okay. Because he does shows with Michael Strahan. They're extremely good friends. Same thing with Max. They got a relationship. It's a good relationship. Supposedly Max's buddies that he does the podcast with put stuff out on Twitter also about this. All right. So yes, once it comes out a little bit more, like, yeah, I want to hear Max come out and say it. He may not. We may still end up trading him away. And I know people in the chat are asking, like, where would he want to go? I don't give a fuck where he wants to go because it's not up to him where he wants to go because he does not have a no trade clause. So it's the best deal that we're going to get for him. Plain and simple. I don't care if it's to the Jets, to the Cardinals, it's to the worst team other than us in the league. I don't give a shit. As long as we get a good return for what we're giving up, that's all that matters. The ball's in our court. They want somebody, a player of ours, that bad that they have such a high value for, then they're going to pay for him. Plain and simple. If we don't want to get rid of him, then we have to put it so far into their price range that they're not going to, and then he stays here. All right. So we still ultimately have the final say as an organization. The Raiders still have the final say whether he comes or goes. Okay. So if the Raiders really don't want to get rid of him, they put that value so high that a team says, "Oh shit, I'm not paying that." But if a team wants him bad enough, and they got the value to trade for him, they're going to do it. And again, if he says, "Oh, I want to go to New England," sorry, you're going to go to where we want you to go. I don't want him to go to New England for two reasons. One, I hate to pay for it. Two, I don't want the last pick in the draft for 2 years in a row in the first round. I want something where we're going to get at least in the top 10, preferably. I'm not trading him away for a first round 32nd pick in the draft or 31st in the draft because they don't win the Super Bowl. So I'm fine with it. I called it last year. We should have done it before free agency last year. Last year.
Walter Payton, my mattress hole of the year goes to 0
now. And if we do this and we do trade him away, then keep the number one pick that we have. Go get your guy Mendoza. And with these picks that we're picking up plus free agency, we build the team around Mendoza, and let's just go with it at that point.
But the one part,
number one.
The one part that's crazy though, and I don't think he says that it would be a bigger haul than Micah. That means you're telling me that Max Crosby is better than Michael Parsons?
I don't think you're gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get more than what Micah Parsons got.
And that's right. Yeah.
You're looking at what Micah Parsons done in his career. He's already ahead of Max in sacks in that short, and he's had a shorter career. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, granted, he's going to be a little bit hindered now. He just had ACL. You don't know if he's going to come back his normal self or is he going to come back? I said it last night on the show with you and with Will. You know, is he going to come back kind of like Kuntz, where he's still so timid because of that knee injury? You know, so you don't know what version of Micah Parsons you're getting next now when he comes back. But still, I don't think you're going to get that St. Paul. There's no way.
Especially after 3 knee surgeries already.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I don't know what people's realistic expectation of how much we would get for Max, and it's less than what you would think. So if you're thinking like, oh, we're gonna get 3 round, you got to ask for at least 3 first round picks. We're probably not gonna get that. We're probably gonna end up getting 2 and like a second, something in that scenario. I think he's
a second
first. 2, yeah, like 2 first and a second.
Oh, that's more already than Micah.
I'd be fine with this year's first and next year's first.
For 2 years, I think 2 years first. That's like that would be like the bottom.
So 2 number ones. Yeah, that would be the bottom
1.
of the barrel. Yeah. What do you think, Nate? What would be the?
Nothing, because he's not going anywhere.
Just if you got offered it, damn it, dude.
If I get offered it, hello? Oh, goodbye.
Oh my God. See, this is why. Oh my God, this kid.
That's what I'm doing.
The number 1 pick, so we don't draft Mendoza. That's why.
Honestly, I don't think we get offered 2 number 1s.
I think we do.
I think that's us as Raider fans thinking that's what he's worth.
No, I think
I think they think they're worth 3. I've heard a lot of like
maybe last year when Jeff wanted to do it, but not this year. I think you get maybe a 1 and a second. But I don't think you even get 2 number 1s, bro. Yeah.
Somewhere around there, yeah. Because if you don't get 2 first, then there will be a first and a second. Yeah. You could probably ask for like another second.
Yeah, I think that would be the absolute max, is a first and 2 seconds.
That would be, I think, the most we would get.
If that's the case, I want a first round this year, second round this year, and a second round next year.
Yeah.
But that's not even enough for me to fucking say yes.
No. Yeah, and then that's the other part. At that point, of the Raiders saying that's enough. Yeah.
That's why.
Because if you're trading him, I'm hoping you either sign someone in free agency that's going to be your defensive pass rusher, or you're drafting one.
Right.
Yeah. Ruben Bain. What?
Yeah, but he's gonna go top 5. That's why.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
This goes back to the scenario. Like if you if you're for Mendoza and you don't want to trade away that number 1 pick, would this scenario be something that you're open to doing? Trading Max away and getting a first for this year, and maybe you get a first for next year or something around those scenarios. Whatever is the max value for him, right? And that would essentially get you another, probably what I would say anywhere between 15th and 25th pick, maybe a little bit lower than that, but in that range, you can essentially get a pretty good defensive edge at that point, or you get a second and use that second to get Messidor if that's something that you're wanting to go ahead and do. So there is obviously benefits. My thing is this: if you're gonna do it now. Don't wait on it. You have to do it now and do it.
Once it's open to be done, do it. Do it.
Yeah.
And if we get another second round pick, that's when you take Chambliss and you don't draft Mendoza. You pull out of that first round, that number 1 pick, and you move back.
I don't think Chambliss goes to the second.
Chambliss is gonna go to the 3rd.
Yeah.
Most projections have it like a 3rd, I think.
But you got an extra second pick, so what?
Yeah, but you see how thirsty teams are for quarterbacks. They'll reach for quarterbacks.
Especially in this draft.
Yeah.
The Raiders.
JJ McCarthy had no business being drafted 9 overall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just like Mendoza doesn't
Anyway.
have any business being drafted number 1 overall.
We can go around forever.
There's more. I'm sorry. There's more talent ahead of him. Sorry.
Yeah, and I wanted to post this up real quick too, and just kind of adding. And see, look, I'm not totally against Jeff. You know, he probably thinks of those on the other side of this issue, and for the most part, I am. But this is a little food for thought, and shout out to Pharaoh for putting this out there. He put this tweet out there. He said, for all the people back in the back saying the cap, depth cap this or depth cap that, Mac's contract is flexible to trade for a reason.
Oh, he's got
it's a very favorable contract to trade.
Yeah,
it knew the reality of the situation with some fans who want to watch losing football with a great player. Misery loves company. So he put this out there and says, this is from Over the Cap. And it kind of shows the dead money and the cap savings. So for 2026, hold on, let me take this off real quick. So for 2026, the dead cap would be just over $5 million, and then I think the cap savings would be $30 million, just over almost 31.
The funny thing is, if we were to trade him to Minnesota for Jefferson, it's almost the same dollar value. So
that's not going to happen though.
No, I'm just saying, but that's the type of, if you were to trade him for a player.
Now he wants to speak on the trade. Hey, you had your chance. Nathan.
Oh, yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. Dude,
we didn't win without him either prior to Max Crosby.
Yeah.
So either way, the argument is null.
And can we stop this? Like, what have we won with them, or what did they win after us? Like, since when is only a Super Bowl defining you as a great player in this league?
Yeah, but how many times does he help us win a game?
Yeah, I can think of the Patriot game one, that where he got the safety and he won that one. That's already once. That's already one more than you probably thought in your head.
Yeah,
right?
1,000%.
Then there was a Bronco game when he had, was it 3 or 4 sacks? He won that game for us. Like, I can keep going, but there's no point because everyone's just gonna say
everyone's
that.
gonna
Yeah. He impacts the game, y'all. He does.
Does he?
Yes.
Does he?
Yes.
So then,
as much as you want to say no, and no, I'm going to fit my narrative, I'm going to sit here and be no and negative. Yes, it does.
How did he impact that Monday night game when he got?
If he didn't impact it, why are there fucking teams wanting to trade for him?
I don't know, but he got shut down by a backup right tackle. Give me a break. A backup. There wasn't a stop.
Did I not tell you the story about Lawrence Taylor, who used to get shut down by a tackle until Bill Parcells fucking lit a fire under his ass? So what even happens to the GOATs?
We're in year 7.
It even happens to Lawrence Taylor. So no one's perfect.
Yeah. And that was when Lawrence Taylor was younger. Where's Max now? How many years is Max in already?
What year was that?
How many years
it was
Max
not when Lawrence Taylor was younger. It was
Max
not when LT was younger. You're just trying to stir shit. No, it happens to everybody. Even Lawrence Taylor got stopped.
It's like everybody does. Like, you know,
everyone has gotten stopped.
He's better than Myles Garrett, and that's ridiculous. He's not.
There's games Myles Garrett doesn't have 4 sacks.
Micah Parsons.
What does Myles Garrett won?
Well, that's just
now it doesn't matter. That's my problem with you guys arguing with that bullshit. He's on the losingest team for how long? But we know he's the best defensive end.
Max too. Max is on a losing team too.
Right. But we're not going to discredit he doesn't do anything because he's on a losing team. Like, let that narrative go, bro. To me, that's the weakest defense when it comes to that. What did he win? What has Garrett won? But we know Garrett is the motherfucking man at defensive end, yes or no?
Oh, hell yeah. He's by far the best.
And what has he won?
But again,
that's the weakest defense that people have.
Against us. What did that defense do against us when we played them?
Max plays offensive line, though, right?
I know, but yeah, he does. Max Crosby does not change games. I'm sorry. He's not a game changer. He might have one game a season where he just lights it up, and then the rest is
okay. Right.
One game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. That's the weakest defense, bro. Like, come on.
Hey. How many times have we watched the game where he takes such a wide outside swing instead of cutting it back?
I get it. I posted the milk carton for a reason. I understand this.
Remember, he leads the league in QB pressures. Oh, that's how many sacks? Oh, he only had 10.
Right.
What Myles Garrett have? Oh, 26.
I never said Myles Garrett was Max was better than
Crosby's a
him.
game manager.
Game manager.
I'm so dead. That's funny.
Oh man. Oh.
I'm not doing that, John. No, Mac.
Even that Mac won Defensive Player of the Year. So Mac's better.
Is an all pro in 2 different positions in the same year. That's never been done before.
That's never been done.
Mac was definitely better than. I'm sorry, I would take him.
That's not even a hot take though. But
mm-hmm.
No. But again, how many? Oh, fuck! I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, because it's invalid. Because it's invalid. That's why you're trying to. You're turning it into Leo, Jeff. Don't turn it into
What did
Leo,
I do? I was just saying, like, if you don't think, I guess that's fine.
In defense of Max, I will also say that since he's been here, we've never had a legit opposite side threat to help take pressure.
Never.
That's probably the biggest reason.
What he did? It was his best year when he had Ngakwe.
Ngakwe.
Yeah. So he's never really had that chance to excel because nothing's been on the other side of him to make him any better, which is the same problem we did with Derek Carr. We never brought anything in to make Derek Carr better. We always
we did. We brought him Waller. We brought him Renfro. We brought him Ruggs.
And that year,
we gave him Crabtree.
The 2016 year was good. Those 2 years were good.
He had the car insurance.
Will you listen to me? I'm talking about quarterbacks to challenge him, to make him better, to give a threat that comes in that would be like, oh, shit, this guy could take my job if I don't step up my game and stop playing a little bit more better, play a little better. We never did that to help him excel and get better. Max has never had that chance to have somebody on the other side to take the double teams off of him. But there were many times this year where he was not double team and he was getting shut down, even in singles. So, I mean, Pimpkins shut him down. I'm sorry.
I mean, Derek Carr, like you don't really need a good backup quarterback for the majority.
No, you need to bring somebody in that can
at the end of his tenure as a Raider, yes, but
yeah,
we drafted a quarterback threat every goddamn year, and we never did.
Well, yeah, because retrospectively, we didn't think that they would have no fucking plan, and that's Josh McDaniels' fucking fault.
Yeah, that was their stupid. I honestly still to this day, I thought they really thought Brady was gonna come over here and play.
1,000%. 1,000%.
And then when Brady did that video, out there, I'm officially retiring. They were like, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do now?"
And to kind of answer that, I mean, look, you got a guy who was out there, Jim Schwartz, and that might be a guy. This is a thing where I don't understand, like, where it don't make sense too much. Where Max would want to go ahead and dip out now that we went out and got Kubiak. We could potentially go out and get a guy like Jim Schwartz, and now I think you have, and I saw this the other day that I think Hendricks is out there available as well, and I think
he's a free agent.
On his deal, I don't think it's I don't think he's like
Hendricks he wouldn't be an upgrade to Max.
No, it would just be a compliment though.
Yeah, Hendricks is just straight pass rush, bro. He care less about stopping the run.
He's like Tyree, just a bull rush. That's the only move he's got.
No, he gets there more than Tyree does.
Yeah,
Hendricks is better than Tyree.
Yeah, he's going to get there for sure, and that's what you want. You want, like Jeff was saying, you want somebody to go ahead and take some of those double teams off. And if you got 2 guys on the edge, it's going to be hard for that to happen.
And a better tackle too. That's the other thing. We need a better defensive tackle too. That would help big time. Playing up,
There's a couple in the draft. There's
actually a few in the draft, but
yeah. So I don't know. I mean, with like I said, the Max, if he wants out, let it be known, and we'll get that situated, 100%. But let's go.
He said we can use a Noah's Ark draft, 2 of everything.
For
Oh
real.
God, no. We really.
Hey, sometimes that's what it sounds like, bro. It's almost like we need an expansion team draft. We're just gonna
Yeah.
flush everything out the toilet
Honestly,
and get
though.
an entire new team. Like, what the fuck?
You know, when
Like,
you
yeah.
finish with when you finish dead last in the league and you get the number 1 overall pick, you should get like an extra pick at the end of every round. It's like a
Honestly, I wish the NFL would do what the NBA does, a lottery. So you're not guaranteed the number 1 pick.
No, that's fucked.
No, fuck that. 'Cause I
After what we just went through, no thanks.
no. Definitely don't trust that.
Because there definitely will be no more tanking, right? Because that shit, well, it gets you more entries. The way the NBA works, the lower you are, the more entries your name goes in the bubble
Yeah.
thing. But I think we all saw that shit can be rigged, though. Mhm.
Yeah, Dallas.
Dallas.
Hey,
Yeah,
you.
Dallas. Yeah. Fuck out of here with Dallas get that shit. Uh-huh.
But yeah. But as you know, it's Super Bowl week, and Super Bowl's coming up, and our future
Go
head
Seahawks.
coach is coaching in the Super Bowl. But what I just wanted to go ahead and get your guys' takes for this Sunday's game, having been the final game of the season. Who do you guys feel is going to win? What do you think the spread's going to be? What do you think this game is going to look like? Is it going to be a back and forth battle, or is it going to be one sided? I'll start with Jeff. What are your thoughts for
My
this Sunday's game?
Screw the Patriots.
Fuck the Patriots.
I want to see our potential new head coach win, so there's no doubt that he wants to leave Seattle because he'll be like, okay, I won a Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator. I'm out of here, guys. See you on the field. And, yeah, Seahawks win it. And I don't know, man. I'm having a feeling this might be a closer game than some people think.
That's what I'm saying.
This Patriots defense is pretty damn good. And thanks to the players we didn't retain that over there and made them.
The New England Raiders.
And just for the record, looks like Thea Mumford's going to actually be starting in the Super Bowl, former Raider, on the offensive line. And obviously, we all know what the Seattle's defense looks like. I mean, they're pretty damn good in themselves.
They got really good corners, man.
I think what it's going to come down to, a battle between McDaniels and Kubiak on who adjusts better at halftime.
Agreed.
I think this is going to be whatever offense adjusts best at halftime is going to be the success around this one.
Say nothing.
You don't have to. It's sticking. Your nickname is sticking.
Jesus.
As far as the score, I'm going to go Seattle 24, Patriots 21. I think it's a field goal difference. And that's right over
What'd you say?
25.5.
What'd you say the score? Jeff?
24-21.
24-21 Seahawks.
24-21.
24-21.
I think it's going to be a deal of whoever's got the ball last is going to win this one.
I can see that.
What about you, Leo? What are your thoughts on this Sunday's game?
Well, it's Propaganda Raider.
Propaganda Raider.
Propaganda Raider feels that New England's gonna win this fucking game.
What?
Yes. Yes. I don't want them to win, but I think they're gonna win based on their
Because it's
defense. And they're gonna blitz, get to Arnold.
Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
That's why.
You're gonna see Arnold. Chason might end up the MVP of the game. You know, who knows?
That
right?
would be crazy, bro.
Right?
That would be crazy that we got him. We had him.
I don't think it's a lock to the Seahawks the way everybody thinks it is. Yeah.
For cheap.
Yeah.
Too.
I'm not a Pats fan.
Get him, Big Luck. Get his ass.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But also, just so y'all know, those of you that want Mexico versus the 49ers, the Raider game, if you guys really want that to happen, Seattle, it's in the best interest if Seattle loses. Because the first game, remember, it has to be held at home. They have to open at home, right? Now, the one that has to go over there is the NFC West opponent, whoever the Niners play. So from what I heard in the Spanish announcing things, that's the one thing that would eliminate that being a Raider fucking Niner game would be that it would be a fucking Seattle versus Seahawk game in Mexico. Yeah.
Seattle and Seahawks are the same thing.
It's the
I
same
mean,
team.
San Francisco versus Seattle in Mexico. Yeah. So if you really want to see the Raiders and the Niners play in Mexico, you want the Seahawks to lose.
I don't think the NFL wants to see the Raiders in Mexico.
I think it's safer they play there than Santa Clara.
In Mexico?
Yeah, but if
Raiders versus Niners? Remember what happened last time they were in Santa Clara?
The NFL has to be okay with it because they put us as one of the one
Or
of
might go
the
to Paris.
It's
Yeah.
Mexico and Australia. So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to play there at some point.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm fine with not playing in Mexico next year if it means Seattle. If it means the Patriots lose, that's all that matters.
Right.
Super Bowl. I cannot. I can't live in this New England area with the Patriots winning another Super Bowl. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I will lose my goddamn mind.
No, we don't have one slotted, but we can be the away team that goes to play the home team in an international game. Bueno. Yeah. That's where people get it confused that we're not slotted for one. The thing is, we're hoping that we're one of the ones that get slotted. One being Paris against the Saints is one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to
The
Rio.
other one is against the 49ers in Mexico. Yeah.
I hope we don't travel. That would suck.
Yeah.
I'd rather go to Mexico. I think it's I don't even know how long the flight would be from like Vegas to Paris.
Hey, maybe we can play in Cuba.
14 hours, 12 hours, I think. I mean,
We wouldn't be Australia this year because it's the Rams home game, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Rams are the other team for the.
Yeah, so we don't play the Rams on in LA this year. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. What about you,
Mhm.
Nate? What are your thoughts for this Sunday's game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a really good game, actually. I do have the Seahawks winning. I think that
Boo, you sheep, bah.
what the Patriots have seen or what the Patriots have done so far in the playoffs, I think Seattle has just played absolute great football throughout the entirety of the playoffs. And if they come in rolling how they have been throughout their playoff run, I think it's going to be too much for the Patriots to handle on both sides of the ball too. If they can get the run game going, how it's been rolling with K9, I think that's going to be a huge advantage for the Seahawks for sure.
I saw what I needed to see in the championship game. The way that they just went toe to toe with the Rams.
Yeah,
how they adjusted that offense.
Mm-hmm.
And keep in mind, no Charbonnet, and they did that 2 weeks ago with no Charbonnet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we're down to one legit running back and then fill-ins. So
yeah,
it's gonna be a good game.
I think it's going to be a good game. I don't know if it's going to be a blowout, but I think that Seattle would definitely. They're yeah. I mean, but Kubiak's offense is just on a fucking different level, and it's on point, and that's crazy shit. That's a crazy thing. Like, I forgot I saw footage of I think the way he dialed up a scheme where he got JSN open. Which
On the
was crazy.
scissors out of the
Yeah, I think it was that one. Yeah, and they're like, "How the fuck you leave JSN alone?"
Oh, that was scheme, bro. That was scheme.
Yeah,
it was scheme. Yeah, so I think it's just the scheming and everything is just on a high level, but you're on point. And so when you have all those dynamics and you just have talent, I think they're gonna be able to go ahead and overcome that tough Pat defense. And shout out to Spillane and Chase on. They can fucking tear shit up. They can light shit up. So don't put it past them to keep this game within like definite reach. I don't think if Seattle wins, I don't think they win more than 10 for sure.
Right.
I think it's gonna be within 10. Yeah. But let's see here. Let me go to a couple of comments. They said Josh says 38-17. Okay. Somebody else put something out also as well. You guys let us know what your thoughts are as far as score wise. Check says Seattle puts belt to New England ass 27-17 final score, but the win is better than the score. There you go. See, and then that's intent. That's within 10, and that's before I even said that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game, and we get to see Kubiak get his ring and win the Super Bowl, and that way he can head it right off into the sunset and come to Vegas on a high note. And I think also that would also appeal to like free agents out there as well, like possibly drawing some talent and having guys come in that way. They see that Kubiak just won it all, and that was all or mostly attributed to him as well. So.
You mean the 7 Super Bowl rings Tom Brady has isn't enough to get people to come over here?
Probably not.
Yeah,
because they're not Raiders Super Bowl wins.
63-21 is crazy.
He gets fired, though.
31-13.
A lot of Seahawk fans in the chat. Fucking Seahawk fans.
I have not paid attention to local media for the last week and a half because I just don't want to hear it.
With Walker throwing a touchdown pass.
Patriots did. Shut up.
Yeah, but let's kind of go into our final segment here. We're gonna grade some mock drafts, and Leo, you said you wanted to go ahead and
put it up. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I'll read it.
So,
but yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and grade some mock drafts.
Stop arguing with people about Khalil Mack because people swear. What did Khalil Mack do since then?
Jack,
What has he done?
Won Defensive Player of the Year, 100+ sacks, 50+ first fumbles. I mean, 3-time All-Pro. No big deal.
Yeah, but he didn't win a Super Bowl.
No, I know, right? God forbid.
What are you talking about?
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack.
Yeah. Go for it. Put it up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the things. I downloaded it. Don't know where they went. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, let me put this one up.
And did you guys notice how many international games there are?
You send me
It's a lot, bro.
Where did you send me yours? I forget where you sent it to me because I'll bring that one up.
Rams have the 13th and 29th.
3 times him.
Big Luck just said something in the chat, and I'm just responding to him.
Oh, all right. So this is the first one.
This is A.
This is A, yeah.
Okay. All right. So just so we're clear and everybody knows what's what or whatever, right? So the Raiders originally had these picks, just so you guys know, right? This is before the trades. So you guys know where we're at. We're number 1. We're number 36. We're picking 4th in the second round. We're 67. So we're picking 3rd in the 3rd round. 102. We're 2nd in the 4th. We are 117. We are 17th in the 4th. We are 134. We are 34th in the 4th round, right? And then we're 174. That's in the 5th. 180 in the 6th. 183 in the 6th, and that. So we got a lot of picks in the 4th, right? So that's where we are. Okay. So according to this one here, it looks like we traded our number 1 overall pick, right? We went down to 10. And looks like we'd made multiple trades because we also have the 16th number overall pick. And it looks like we have the 35th would be our normal one. No, that's part of the trade as well. Yeah. That would be part of the trade as well. And then it looks like we are back in it again. So it looks like multiple trades here. We ended up with Dallas's first round in 2027. Indianapolis's first round in 2027. New Orleans' first round in 2020. And the Jets' first round in 2027. I would not be mad at that alone without looking at who they picked.
Oh,
That's a lot of first rounds next year. I'm just saying, without evaluating the players they picked. Not to mention Cincinnati and Tennessee's second round picks. But let's go to the players. So with the 10th overall pick, they took offensive tackle out of Utah. Highly coveted tackle, right? Spencer Fennell coming out of there. Okay. And then they went and they grabbed the big boy out of Miami. Right? They bagged fucking big old Francis. Number 35, they took Christian Miller, another fucking offensive tackle. Jesus. So that's 3. So 3. I have a feeling this is Jeff's. That many tackles? Jesus Christ. Right? And then we're going to go again. The next pick, we're going to go to the corner, dress the defense. I like that. Brandon Chase. All right. Wide receiver, Chris Oh, man, out of Tennessee. If we're trading to get Tennessee wide receivers, people, did we not learn about Tennessee wide receivers? But hey, whoever did this must like Tennessee. We're just going to leave it at that, right?
Okay.
Josiah Trotter, good. Linebacker. I like that. We need a linebacker. Carson Beck.
Yeah.
So we skipped on Mendoza and the other quarterbacks, and we decided to go with Carson Beck. I don't know. Carson Beck seems to me like a good old Stetson Bennett of just did good in college. I don't see no much upside to him in the NFL. So taking him that high even to me, I think is a reach. But right. And then we got Gabe Jacas, an edge. Then we got Adam Randall, running back out of Clemson. So we went for a running back to go ahead and help our boy. Right. Then we got Wydell Williams, safety. And then we got the linebacker, Eric Gentry, out of the linebacker. So before I pass it on to you guys, I would just want to say I like the future, but I hate that we didn't address wide receiver better than at the Tennessee guy that later in the round. I would have liked to have done it more. Maybe not so many 3 tackles in the beginning. Maybe use one of those for the kid out of USC, right? Maybe use one of those for him. Like that's right. Like I would have done that. But I mean, you guys, what do you guys think when it comes to this mock draft so far?
Really quick, should we have the chat graded?
Yeah, give us a grade.
Yeah, chat, give us a grade. Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest value is what you got draft picks for 2027.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
That's a lot of picks. Dude, we're getting like every quarterback in 2026.
I know, right? We're taking all of them.
We're getting them all.
Look at the teams that are involved in these. We basically could pick the first 1, 2, 3, 4. We could have the first 6 picks in the draft, 7 picks in the draft. I forgot Tennessee was down.
Yeah, when I saw the Jets and them, I was like, dude, big luck rates to the D.
First, F minus.
Damn, John, that's harsh, bro.
I think the best part about this draft is definitely the future picks that they got. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4 first round picks in the next season. Like that is not something to look past.
That is not.
Again, like you said, so many tackles at the first top 2 picks that you traded back for. You traded back twice to draft 2 tackles. It doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Signs of hot dog water.
I would consider the first hot dog water of the offseason the pick of Carson Beck at quarterback.
Yeah.
Are we going to reveal who this is now, or are we going to wait?
No. We could do it afterwards. Yeah. I mean, if you want to reveal it now. Yeah.
Don't matter to me.
You guys want to know whose it is now? What did they say?
Well, let's just wait for
Dixon threw tomatoes and said this is a Mike Mayock draft. Ross said this is the worst draft since 1965. Oh, Pig says Beck is the only one I advise against. Brazil could go higher. Team loves him. Yeah.
So Bueno sent me his. This is his round 1, round 2, and round 3.
What does it say?
Hold on, let me.
Oh, kicker, tight end, and halfback. Stop, Bueno. He was listening. He was listening yesterday. Z plus.
A Z plus is funny.
Oh man, Carson Beck. Oh god, that's horrible. Yeah.
Let's do the next one.
Right.
All right, let's do the next one.
The next one. This is number 2. This one looks like, okay. So we did trade. We got a couple trades. We got 1, 2, 3 trades. You got the Cardinals first round next year. That could be a good one. Dallas's first round. And Indianapolis is in the mix a lot. Okay. All right. Number 3 overall. I'm already excited. Ruben Bain. I fucks with that one. Ruben Bain. Oh, at number 16. Okay. With Dallas, probably, right? Mm-hmm. Mekhi Lemon, wide receiver out of USC. That's a great pick. I like him. I like those 2. So there's the edge. Anthony Hill Jr., Texas linebacker. Okay. Addresses the O-line, right? Dunker at tackle. Big guy out of Iowa. He is highly coveted. I did see a lot about the Iowa guys. Trinidad Chambliss. Okay. Taking him. And then, of course, another center, Connor Liu. out of Auburn. I don't know much about him. Got to look him up. And then Devin Marshall, cornerback out of North Carolina State. Kaleon Black. Oh, I like that one. That's the kid out of Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one. That's a good complimentary to Genty. I like that one. Safety, Deshaun Singleton. Nick Barrett, defensive tackle. Edge. Is he related to Warren by any chance?
Oh, I have no clue actually.
Oh, okay. And then Eric Gentry, again, the linebacker out of USC. Okay. I like this one. I'm not going to lie. I like that you have future, and then I like the top 2 picks. I'm not going to lie. I really like the top 2 picks. And I don't mind taking Chambliss that late either. Yeah, that's cool. I like that one. I fucked with that one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this is the third one.
You're gonna let people grade that one.
Yeah. Chat, grade that last one.
So make sure you guys go ahead and grade this mock A, B, C, D, or F.
Somebody said, I think this is Jeff's mock draft. Was it the second one you think is his? Sosa? Is that your one? Or who do you think it is? Or do you think the first one was Jeff's? Yeah.
The first one for sure has to be.
Okay.
Or I don't know. This one, taking Chambliss.
Yeah, maybe. Dixon grades this one a B. Okay. All right. Second, a B minus. Big luck. Okay. Dunker is a guard. Is he a guard?
Dunker is a guard. Yeah, he's projected to be a guard.
Okay. All right. Bueno, B plus. Mine was still better. Pig likes that one. Lots of value. Oh, Edgar thinks this is Nathan's draft.
Oh, interesting.
Sure. What makes you think it's Nathan? Right. Looks like Nate's draft. A minus, Troy. Okay. All right. Come on. Connor Liu was the best of that draft. Oh wow. That's it? That's all you think was the best in that draft? Damn. Yeah. B, Edgar Sosa. And Lewis thinks this is my draft. Okay. First one was Jeff. Second one was Nate, according to Edgar. Okay. All right. So it looks like the majority of you like the second one more than the first one. Okay. All right.
And this was the third one.
And this is the third one. The third one is a little less into the future, y'all. So there's not much. There's trading, but more in this year, not so much next year.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like the only one, which I'm gonna try to understand. So we just swapped from 1 to 5, and got their second next year. Is that how that works?
No, because there's still 2 first picks. There's still 2 picks in the first
So Arizona gave up 2 first rounds and a second next year? Is that what I'm seeing?
No, how the hell did that work?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see how that one worked. I don't know how that worked. Maybe we'll figure it out. Or somebody in the chat, if you know how that figured out. But yeah, exactly, Cold War. I needed that one explained. I didn't get the full details. But anyway, Arvel Reese at number 5 is a fucking steal if he falls to number 5, right? Part of the trade also, we ended up with 16 was the big guy out of Miami, right? Defensive tackle Lee Hunter. I like that one. I like that kid. I like that one. Chris Bell, wide receiver out of Louisville at 36. Keontae Scott. Ooh, good corner out of Miami.
Very good.
At 44. Running back Emmett Johnson out of Nebraska. Huh.
Slept on.
He's one of those. Yeah. Okay. Darrell Jackson, defense. Okay, another D tackle. I like that, and it's further up this year. Mind you, we got 2 last year, so it looks like we're stacking up on those. Gabe Jaka slept on edge out of Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
I think he is a slept on edge out of Illinois. And then Matt Golbin, center out of Michigan State, and Garrett Nuss. I didn't see that.
Garrett Nussmeier.
I like that. Woo! I like Garrett Nussmeier at 124. Okay. A guard, right, out of Oklahoma. Bond, wide receiver, Boston College. Okay. Another D tackle. Jesus Christ. Somebody wants to really beef up the trenches on this side. Nick Barrett. And then Jay-Sean Barham, edge out of Michigan. Okay, I like him. Okay. This is not bad. I like the value of Nussmeier at the end. And obviously Reese. You know, how long have I been screaming for a linebacker? But that D tackle too out of Texas Tech and that running back. Yeah, I like this one. That's not bad. I wish it would explain how the trade worked. Yeah, because how did we end up with so many and then the second? Unless we got multiple first, second, and third from Arizona. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out.
I think that's what it is. We got their first, we got their second, and their third this year, and their second next year, from what I can tell. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out the 5 to the 16. How? Because the 16, that's the Jets pick. The 16.
Is it? That's what I'm understanding how that came up then.
So wait a minute. So whoever this is, did they trade? Wait a minute. They must have traded with the Jets and then turned around and traded with Arizona, but didn't give up the 16 pick. There has to be
like a double trade back.
They had to have traded out with the Jets. Right?
They probably traded with the Jets, and then from second traded back even more, like again.
So a double trade back. That would make sense. From 2 to 5, and then okay,
Look,
okay.
There's 2 picks in the second round, 33 and 36, actually plus the 44.
Yeah. Whichever has the most trade back is guaranteed Jeffs. Dixon liked this one, gave it a B+. Weber said not flashy but solid. The brother with the silver shirt drafted this one. That would be you, Nathaniel? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I like Lewis Bond, great zone breaker. Okay. Troy said a B+. All right.
When does the third round stop? What number is that at? Because
the third round, I'll tell you right now. Hold on.
Was 59 still in the second, or is that the early
The third round would be
8,
64?
8?
Yeah.
So what that means, this whoever this is got 1, 2, 3. They got 4 second round picks.
Yeah.
With those trade backs.
Yeah, because in the third round we're 67. That's the third round in that pick. So take away 3. That's 64. Yeah.
Yeah. So 4.
So that's a lot of second round picks. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty damn impressive, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
Edgar gave it a D. He's not impressed. Edgar is not impressed. What don't you like about this one, Edgar? Tell me, please. Yeah.
Probably because there's no guy named Mendoza on there.
No, he seemed to be a little cool with the other ones, the other trades. Yeah. No, nobody's mock draft that was submitted. This one had Mendoza on there. Remember, chat, you guys want us to do this with yours next week? Send it to one of us, and then
we still got one more
we'll
too.
Put it up. Yeah.
Hold on. There's
Nick had a lot of bodies.
How many picks was this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This was a lot of picks, man.
It was
14 picks plus 1 for next year.
Yeah. Oh God, Josh sent one.
Oh, Justin.
Mine is better.
It's just going to be one round. And it's going to be Mendoza.
Right, Mendoza.
Yeah. There, I got one for that.
Whose is that? Oh, what is? Okay,
Well, we don't know whose it is. Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
All right.
We still got another still too.
Leo, where you at? You got to tell us who they pick. I can't.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Number. Whoa. No trade back. Oh shit. Straight up. With the number. Oh yeah, we traded. How did Fernando go number 2? What's going on?
Trade back to number 2.
I don't see the compensation though.
We got an extra pick somewhere.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know. Anyway, Fernando Mendoza was the number 2 overall pick, right? Which is crazy. Wow. I can't even say that Oose's name. We'll just say Laulu, center out of Oregon. So we're gonna go with another center out of Oregon. Okay. All right. Again, the wide receiver out of Tennessee. Damn, it's in the third round. Okay, I guess we didn't learn our lesson with those. Okay. Tacario Davis, cornerback out of Washington. Clay Levin, the edge out of Louisville. Fucks with him. Ooh, Wheatley. Okay. He's a cool safety out of Penn State. Yeah. Perkins, another linebacker out of Ole Miss.
Tyree Wheatley's son.
Halton. Is he Wheatley's son?
I don't know.
Oh.
Christian Gray out of Notre Dame. The best pick of this entire fucking draft, yo. Christian Gray out of Notre Dame. And then Ethan Onianawa, offensive guard out of Ohio State. Yeah, okay. So this one's got Mendoza. I don't know how it's not at 2 at 1 instead of 2. Because who sent you this one? Job? Or is this another one that we don't know yet?
This is another one. Yeah, you don't know.
Oh, okay. So okay, Slam and Sammy give this one an A-. He loves this one.
I think that's our first A of the day too.
I think that's our
Yes.
first A of the day, bro.
That's the
Uh-huh.
reason.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody's looking
Yeah.
at that Mendoza pick.
Four is a C. Ooh, damn. Bueno's like a C. Lewis projected number one center of this draft. What's up with 33? Centers. We talked about this yesterday, right, Jeff? Like, at what point do you take the first center off the board? Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the worst draft. Wow, that one's got Mendoza, and he called it the worst draft. Okay. All right. C plus. This must be Jay Raiders mock draft. Wow.
Wow. Damn.
Jesus.
Damn, bro. Tell me how you really feel, bro.
Right? Wow. Mendoza at 2 was exactly. That has to have been like a mess.
Yeah. How did? Because there should be a little squiggle there.
It should be, and it's not. That's what I'm saying. Typo or something. I'm guessing he meant number one, whoever sent this in. But yeah. Edgar said C minus. To any one of us on Instagram, brother. Any one of us on Instagram, you could send it.
Yeah.
We did really well in day 3. Hey, I like Slammy's view on that one. Day 3. He's focusing on day 3. And yeah, it's not bad on those day 3 picks, man, for real. Because last year was a clusterfuck in day 3. We took 2 quarterbacks who aren't even on the team anymore. Yeah. So what? This one was Jaws. He said, "Damn typing figures." I don't know.
All right, let me put this next one up.
Oh, we got another one. Jesus Christ!
All right, that'll be the
I
last
traded Max for 12th pick to the
Use the
Cowboys,
system.
and
where you
then
can-
traded the first pick to the Jets. There you go.
Okay.
Again, why is Mendoza at 2? Who did the Jets take at number 1 then?
It's a great question. That is a
great question. But hey,
some context.
if we can trade back, get picks, and we still land Mendoza, I'm
No,
all for it.
we did.
Hey, honestly,
So we traded Max for the 12th pick to the Cowboys, then traded 1 pick to the Jets. So they just flip flop with the Jets from 1 to 2.
Yeah, who did the Jets take at number 1?
Reese. He said Reese.
Reese. Okay. And we ended up with Green Bay's first rounder next year, which will be a late round pick, and Dallas's second rounder. Okay.
Yeah.
So he got Fernando Mendoza. He still got his guy. He got the big tackle out of Miami. Cornerback Delani. Okay. All right. Ooh, at 16. Okay, shit. Out of LSU. All right.
Yeah.
The edge out of A&M. How? That's a good one. I like him.
Mm-hmm.
Wide receivers.
D tackle Miller out of
Miller.
Georgia.
I like him too.
I like him too, right? Golday, another linebacker. Okay. Lawson, another linebacker. Jesus, somebody wants to. Okay. We'd be a safety. I like that one earlier. Logan Jones out of Iowa, right? Demings, okay. Corner. Then you got Jalen Farmer, offensive guard out of Kentucky. Nick Barrett, defensive tackle out of South Carolina. And then Markel Bell, is that the offensive tackle out of Miami?
Offensive tackle, yeah.
The offensive tackle out of Miami. Yeah.
So I see what he's doing here because
Mhm.
he's doing this with the intent that Max gets traded away, which is why he's overloading on defense.
Yeah.
Hopefully find that somewhat best fit option,
Mm-hmm.
by loading up with so much defense on it.
Mhm.
But this
That's
isn't
what I'm saying. Bueno. Why is nobody taking Rodriguez?
like the other ones because he used a
Mhm.
different system trading trading Max, because you can do another one where you can trade players for it too.
Yeah. What the fuck it said. No running back. That was a shock too. No running back.
No running back is
And why is nobody taking Jacob Rodriguez?
No wide receivers.
That's
either.
the one person I wish I would have reached on, knowing like if I didn't get him.
Yeah.
But that's the one person I think we need to trade or give. Is
right?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, yeah. B plus for Ja. Look at Ja. Okay, Jeff sent draft on Instagram.
Yeah, I got
Where's
it.
the running back at? Ja got a C plus. Troy gave him a B. The max trade was not clear. We need more moves. Someone took my guy AJ linebacker. I was so close, but I took Jake. Okay. You know what, Ja? Just because you can kick my ass, A plus. I didn't because I didn't reach. Okay, big luck. Okay, this is solid. Can take free agent running back. They're the backup anyway. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Mm-hmm.
So should we reveal each one?
Yes. Reveal them.
More.
All right. I'll
More
start
down
from
there.
the beginning. I'll start from the
Hey,
beginning.
go ahead.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Well, there's still more.
Now,
More.
did you add another one?
Yeah, I just added one more. I added
Okay.
money.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, cool. So there's one more.
Yeah.
So this one
Okay. I
has
see it now.
Fernando Mendoza at 1 and Max Elanchor. I probably butchered
Dylan
that.
Anchor.
Dylan Anchor.
There you go. Yeah, Elaine Anchor at the second. Zion Young, edge out of Missouri.
I'm not mad at that one at all.
Yeah.
Zion Young.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he's good. Jalen Kilgore, safety out of South Carolina. I'm not mad at that one. I actually.
Yeah, Kilgore's a good
that one.
safety. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I like that one. Harold Pickens, later on that fourth, linebacker, LSU. Cleon Black, running back out of Indiana.
I like
And
that.
then at 174, Josh Cameron, wide receiver out of Baylor.
That's the kid out of Baylor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then later on that fifth, Len, I think it's still the fifth. Is it the fifth or sixth?
180.
180, yeah. I think it's the
I'll
fifth.
tell you right now. 180 is the fifth still. No, it's the first pick and the sixth.
Okay, so the first pick is Landon Robinson.
From Navy.
Back
There you
Navy.
go.
Huh?
Navy
Yeah.
guy.
Tackle out of
183, Red Murdoch. Crazy name. Linebacker out of Buffalo. And then Tyler Odingham. D tackle from
Onyedem. Tyler O.
Yeah.
Oh, say they can't even say it either. D tackle from Texas A&M. Number 7.
Fucking, I'm not bueno is comedy.
No, he is, bro. Mhm. That's actually a good draft. D plus.
That shit is so funny.
Y'all gave it a B. Edgar gave it an A minus. Luis said that last one was the best draft that y'all showed. Mm.
That's a good one, honestly. I really like that.
That one was good. That one was good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't
All right.
want money. Smoke.
To reveal who these were, this one here was Money Chucks.
This one was Money Chuck.
This one that we have up right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's it for today, y'all. Y'all want to submit more? Go ahead. We'll do them again next week. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. We could do that.
Um,
So I'll go back to the first one.
Mhm.
Okay.
Go
This
ahead.
one,
This is-
guy Leo, you know who it is, right?
No, I don't. I can't. I'm ecstatic about 2027 seeing this.
This, yeah, I know, right?
I know, for real.
This was Jack Kennis.
That was
Kennis.
Jack Kenneth. Okay.
Yep. He sent this to me a few days ago.
Jack Kenneth took. Oh
Yeah.
my lord.
So it wasn't me with all the trade backs and adding
He
on.
took Carson Beck.
I can't see Jack Kent as a Carson Beck guy.
Like, why would you take Carson Beck? I don't understand that.
Because he went to the Natty.
But that's Jack Kennis.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was the next one? This
I'm kind of disappointed. Jack didn't take more Notre Dame players.
I will tell you this. This one here is somebody up here. Raise your hand if it's yours.
That was
Yeah.
mine. This one is mine right here.
Yeah.
Everybody thought that was mine.
Yeah, actually, this one was probably my favorite. No lie. Yeah. Yeah. No shit, John did say that without even knowing whose it was. He did say that.
That's so funny.
Oh, he did. He did. Say
I
that
like
shit.
this one. I like that draft from Nate.
Yeah, it was a good one. I really liked it.
This one is someone on the panel also. So raise your hand if it's yours. This was
That was
mine.
Jeff.
So can
I
you
can
explain the trades?
I will explain the trades.
Okay.
So first, I traded with the Jets. Okay. So I went from 1 to 2, got their other first rounder, number 16. Okay. Then I saw obviously who the Jets took, and I said, When it got to me at number 2, Arizona offered me the trade, and they offered me their 33rd and the 5th. So I said, all right. And they offered me their second round next year. Plus I also had the Jets first rounder too for next year.
It's not on here.
Yeah, I know, because I traded it back away.
Oh Lord.
So I got that extra. I took that one. That's when I took out Reese. 16, obviously, Mo guy. And then I traded out of one of the other moves, and that's when I ended up with the 44th, the 59th. What I did was I traded away that first rounder. Okay. I traded away a first rounder next year, the one from the Jets. No, not the Jets. They gave me the Dallas first rounder. I traded away that, and I gave them that, and I asked for a bunch of other. I got 44, 59, 83, and 106 all in one trade for one pick next year. So I ended up with 4 draft picks this year for one pick for next year's draft.
You traded a number 1 pick next year for a bunch of second rounders this year and a 4th.
Interesting.
But again, they were all first. They were all second round
this year, but nothing next year. What you had for next year, you traded back in to get into this draft.
Yeah, because I knew we needed the bodies, which is why you look at what I did. I grabbed additional offensive line, defensive, grabbed the wide receiver fairly early as I could, which allowed me to get the running back. I already knew I was going Newsmeyer at this point. I had already planned on taking him by not taking, Mendoza first. I already knew I was going to take him or Chambliss. Chambliss went too soon for me.
Why didn't you get Beck?
Run it back. Huh?
Why didn't you get Carson Beck?
Because I don't want Carson Beck.
Cade Klubnik.
Cade Klubnik is another.
I
haven't heard much about his performance, though. Him or Aller. I heard more about Nussmeier looking better than the other two. Yeah.
Yeah, Nussmeier looked pretty cool.
Yeah, Edgar said F for trading the first rounder next year. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then this one was who?
This one is also on this panel.
Oh, Leo? Oh,
okay. Do you see where it says Mendoza? Do you think that's Leo? I was like, what?
Well, I have one where I traded back, but
so why did you get Mendoza at 2?
Okay, so this is the thing, and the good question, you guys brought that up. I did this mock early December before we secured the number 1 pick.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
that would explain why we're 233.
Confused. I'm like, how the hell did he pull that off without doing a trade?
Did you not learn your lesson about Tennessee wide receivers?
That was that for that one. He was the best offensive player or offensive wide receiver available at that particular point.
You didn't answer my question. Did you not learn your lesson about Tennessee wide receiver?
What else was I supposed to do? I already got a setter at that point. Now I'm like, I don't know if I want to get a tackle at that far high up. But yeah,
you don't know if you want to get a tackle that far up. Yeah. I think the interesting part to me is taking a center at that point, which I don't mind. That kid's a good player. When we just took one 2 years ago. So we're going to keep JPJ at guard and use this kid at center now?
Or same thing could be said for Linderbaum.
So if we signed him, why are we drafting a center so high?
And that goes to either
We did this in December.
Yeah, I did this in December, but
Okay.
also too, if you think about it, it just depends what we do in free agency. So my thought process was, let's say we don't
didn't
go
get
after
Linderbaum.
Linderbaum. We didn't get him. We didn't get
Yeah.
anybody. Well, you're going to get a center. So we would have to draft one. And that was the thought process. So for me, it's always been one or the other. It's either we move him back or we get one in free agency. And if we don't get one in free agency, we get one in this.
I know he played guard, Lewis, but he won the Remington for playing center in college. So, yeah. Well, he's not familiar with Lubin out of Louisville. Isn't a team I followed. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all know this one. I don't know if you
Yeah.
This is Jaws.
That was Jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Jaw Raider.
What? See, that's why I don't like doing mock drafts. You read Jaw's comment?
No. Oh, okay. When I did my mock draft, Bane ended up 14th. Pick crazy, but it was between offensive attacker Bane. I chose offensive tackle because Miller might get injured midseason. I had to risk it.
See, and just for that alone, I don't like your draft anymore, Jaw. Bane was available to you. You did not take him. You could have had Mendoza and Bane and made us both happy, Jaw.
Oh, really?
Did you post other ones, Jeff?
Which one?
The last one was it this one?
Yeah, we showed that one already.
Before we went on, what I didn't do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we said who this one was, right?
Yeah, this is mine. I did this one before we started tonight. Before we went.
That was pretty cool, though. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. So, shout out to everybody.
805, if you're still listening, can you send one? And we won't tell people it's yours until after. What up, Nathan?
Trust me, I got another one I can mix it up with.
Why are you doing the mile high salute, you Bronco fan?
What?
See? He's showing his true colors, y'all. He's really a Bronco fan. Mm-hmm.
Again with the propaganda is crazy.
You're the one over here doing the mile high salute.
Traitor. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this evening. I think we talked about a lot of things. So obviously we'll find out what happens with Kubiak, and I don't know if the whole Max trade talks are going to continue for much longer, but I know we'll hear of them. But y'all let them know. But y'all let them know what you guys have going on. Jeff, Nate, you guys have your show tomorrow?
Yes, Nate and I will be on tomorrow night.
Probably not.
Can you make it tomorrow night?
I'm going to Disneyland again.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there'll be no show tomorrow night.
That's funny. It needs a crash noise.
The what?
It needs a crash noise at the end of that. There you go.
Oh, wow.
Don't make me piss everyone off with my trade backs.
That's why I want to see.
Try to beat Jeff's record from last year. What was it?
29.
22 or 23?
That's crazy.
It was 20
last year.
Damn.
I'll try and top that. I got all day tomorrow. Maybe I'll find one.
There you go. I know I haven't done a mock in like weeks.
So there will be no show as of right now for tomorrow night for Nate and I, but I will be on Friday night, the No Huddle. So again, we're going to try and talk a lot about the Super Bowl this weekend between the Pats and the Seahawks. So if anybody that knows anyone that's a fan of those two teams, tell them 9 o'clock, my channel, 9 o'clock Eastern time, 6 o'clock Pacific. Come on in. I'll bring them up on camera. We'll talk their teams and get their predictions. But I will see everybody Friday night next time.
Okay. What about you, Leo? What do you have going on the rest of the week?
I'm losing my mind reading about the change in the college football playoff for next year.
Yeah, because Notre Dame has an automatic bid if they go 12.
Not that, you fucking crybaby. Dude, we're basically going to see the championship game towards the end of January next year.
Oh, I seen that.
Wow.
They're going to have like almost a whole month in between the game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The championship game is going to be fucking January 25th, man.
Why is that?
I don't know why they changed it.
They're giving them a longer break in between.
Oh,
the quarterfinals is going to be the 30th and the 1st, right? The semifinals is 2 weeks after that, the 14th and the 15th. That's crazy. Yeah.
So it'll be more than likely it'll be the Monday night after the after the AFC and NFC championship game. So you'll have the two NFL games for who's playing in the Super Bowl, then Monday night will be the national championship game. Wow.
It looks like we're gonna have playoffs during NFL playoffs, like wild card weekend.
That's stupid,
right? Yeah.
And it takes away. It completely takes away from the tournament feel of the playoffs.
Yes.
Like completely takes it away, which makes
you know why ESPN's doing this, right?
More monies.
More money for the teams they want to advance, y'all. Because all the teams they wanted to advance.
Oh, so that's good then, because Notre Dame's not gonna make it.
Yeah.
You won't even get invited.
Look at that. Horrible. But yeah, no, man, I'm good. I'm good. The rest of the week, I believe. Yeah. You'll see me back on Monday, huh?
You going on?
Are you gonna do a show with Will?
Oh, I have to look at my driving schedule because today didn't go so well. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up, Rafa?
Yeah. What up, Raph? Raph got a shout out the other day. Where did Raph get a shout out the other day?
I don't know.
I was watching something. Oh, when I was on the Black Team broadcast, somebody said that somebody that it looked like Raph, and shout out to Raph. Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
we've been on for 2.5 hours, brother.
Yeah. Hey, Raph, do us a favor though. Make a mock draft and send it to one of us, bro.
Yeah,
we'll put it on here, and then we'll have the chat grade it, and then we won't tell nobody's who's. The reason I want to keep it hidden whose it is, because I know some people will say like, "Oh, I'm gonna give it an F because I know it's Jeff's," or "I'm gonna give it an F because I know it's Nate's." You know what I mean? It kind of eliminates that part to it, right? Yeah.
No one's gonna give me an F, but it's okay. I know, guys.
Yeah.
Complete Folio because there's no Notre Dame players on it.
There you go.
Yeah, I would see. I thought people thought that one would have been mine because I got so excited when I saw him on there. Yeah, you would definitely see more Notre Dame players, especially our wide receiver. You would see him on there. Yeah. Definitely not taking a wide receiver from Tennessee.
Chris Brazel, give him a chance.
Told me the same thing about Jack Bish and Thornton, and here we are.
Probably again.
The jury is still out on Jack Bash.
Actually, the one I
crucified.
I actually drafted a tight end in that one.
Why?
Why would you draft the tight end?
Wow.
Last pick.
You might as well take a kicker.
The last pick.
Get a draft Carlson's replacement since we're drafting for depth. Let's get a depth piece for AJ Cole and Daniel Carlson.
Well, that's what Reynolds did in the first round with the first pick.
Stun the world.
Right.
Kick for 80 yards.
Backup long snapper too while we're at it. Fuck it.
I know, right?
We don't even have one as far as right now.
We don't?
He's a free agent. Jake
Lord.
Bowler.
See?
Yeah. Send that dude packing.
We need a snapper and a kicker.
No. Yeah. Crazy work.
Yeah, but for me, I don't really have anything going on. I may or may not do a Super Bowl post game. We'll see what's up.
I won't see y'all if the Patriots win. You guys will be hiding in your caves and shit.
When the Patriots lose, you mean?
Yeah. Hell no, I don't like Betch or Thornton. They totally underperformed based on what everybody said they were gonna do. Yeah. I don't care what you say. A first, second, and third round pick have got to hit. They're not project players, bro. First, second, and third round are not project players. Those you have to hit. Thornton, I'll give you. Right? Thornton, they made him
have
want
to play them,
right? Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
But you also have to earn the playing time to show to be out there, right?
Really? You don't think? Did you not watch him at practice?
I did. That's the thing. Oh, at practice. Oh my god, I forgot. We're under the Pete Carroll regime. We like what we see on practice and not in games.
No, because
I saw him not be able to get open in games
because he didn't play.
When he did play, was he always open?
Yes.
Liar. Now who's propaganda? He's talking about Jack Besh. He's talking about Jack Besh is always open, bro.
Bro, just throw him the ball.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he was worked, but it's not like he lived up to what he was supposed to be. Look at where we took him.
To him 20 times. He caught 10.
Yeah. He caught 50% of his balls. That means he only got open 20 times.
Yeah. Geno Smith throwing him the fucking football.
Funny how we make excuses for everyone, but then okay, it's cool.
Wait, Thornton, 30
goddammit.
What 10? What's the percentage versus Thornton's? Oh, it's a big. I mean, besides,
I never liked Thornton. I'm not saying. I told people Thornton wasn't who he was from the get go. Yeah,
that's Megatron. Okay,
yeah.
relax.
Come on now. Yeah.
Don't you dare speak about our Tennessee wide receivers like that,
Bro. Tennessee wide receivers don't know how to run routes, and you saw it on film. This dude knew the ball wasn't going to him, and he didn't run anything.
I think Thornton's a boss. I'm sorry.
Well, he can't be a bust because he was a 4th round pick. I mean, but still, yeah.
Yeah, you're getting what you got, type thing. So.
But Bash, what round did we take him? Wow. And we want to sit up here and talk about the value of a number 6 and how we should have went somewhere else, but we don't recognize the value of a number 2.
Different regime.
Maybe he should have played. Maybe he should have played.
Yes.
Excuses.
You're a 2nd round pick and you only get 10 targets?
Excuses.
What does that mean? That you didn't play.
Right.
That's right. I forgot about Membu.
What?
But I forgot about Membu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to draft Membu and Will Johnson last year. Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah. All right, y'all. That is our time for today. Appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys tap in with us next Wednesday for another Raider Connections show. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe on all the channels. My guy, LB Raider 10, to my right. My guy, Cheetah Williams down below. And then across from me, 41_Raider_Jeff. Make sure you guys tap in for his show on Friday, the No Huddle. I'm pretty sure you're going to talk about the Super Bowl on Friday. So make sure you guys pull up for that one.
Patriots get embarrassed.
Give you guys a take on who do you guys think who's going to win and why and all that good stuff. So definitely pull up to that one. But other than that, that's it, y'all. I'll see you guys next time. As always.
Peace. Raider Nation. It's time to connect. Leo, Jay, Nate, Jeff, right. Yeah. Silver and black. The crew is insane. Breaking down the madness before you can blink. Another week, wow, another storyline. But the Raider Connection keeps it all in line. From Vegas lights to the East Coast grind. We talk that truth, no filter, no rewind. 4 voices strong, so buckle in tight. It's time to bring the nation to life tonight. This is the Raider Connection show, where the silver and black stories flow. Leo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, you already know. Welcome to the Raider Connection show. Leo with the facts, breaking down the scene. Jay brings a fire, keeping takes real mean. Nate on the road with the vibe and the view. And Jeff swings heavy when the nation needs truth. Wins or losses, we show up proud. Raising Raider Nation, loud and loud. Hit that chat, pull up, don't wait. This is family, this is connection, this is fate. Silver shields up, the energy grows. 4 voices united everywhere that it goes. Every first down, every heartbreak hit. Raider Nation stay locked, we don't quit. This is the Raider Connection show, where the silver and black stories flow. Kaleo, J, Nate, and Jeff on go, breaking every play down blow by blow. R-N-4-L, that's how we roll. Welcome to the Raider Connection show. So grab your drink, hit subscribe, let's ride. Raider Nation strong, we never divide. From kickoff to the final echo, you're tuned into the Raider Connection show. Hey! Tuned into the Raider Connection show.